begins. Jokes that twist and turn your mind. Riddle games, one of a kind. Puzzle time, tease your brain. Mazes, quizzes, whole new game. Laughs and giggles in every show. Facts and fun, now here we go. Welcome here, laugh and cheer. Brain teasers, fun's near. Trivia triumph, playful ways. Join our epic, awesome days. Facts so wild, make you grin. Think so deep, a journey to begin. Crazy trivia, history tales. Puzzle pandemonium never fails. Welcome here, laugh and cheer. Brain teasers, fun's near. Numbers spinning round and round in this game we're feeling found. Puzzles bright, colors loud. Mind is sharp, we're racing time. Epic moments in this climb. Entertainment's prime. Brain benders, banter, we're here to play. Counting patterns night and day. Solve the riddles, make them sway. Cracking codes and chasing clues. Winning this we will not lose. Brain is what we choose. Fun and laughter fills the air. We're decoding everywhere. Join us if you dare. Brain benders, Banter, we're here to play. Counting patterns night and day. Solve the riddles, make them sway. Cracking codes and chasing clues. Winning this we will not lose. Brain is what we choose. Fun and laughter fills the air. We're decoding everywhere. Join us if you dare. Brain benders, that's how we're here to play. Counting patterns night and day. Solve the riddles, make them sway.
Hey everyone, welcome to our Saturday second part. So we are going to be doing the spine-chilling journey into the world of the unsolved mysteries tonight. Again, part 2. We've picked up some panelists that were missing last week. So we're going to hear from them. We're going to hear some more spooky stories, urban legends, eerie shadows, sounds and stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. We want to hear about all the deepest, darkest corners of the folklore. We're going to hear from our panelists, and they're going to tell us some fun, exciting stuff. And so get ready, because we are getting ready to get ready for tonight. So I wanted to first start by saying thank you everyone so much. Today, Brainbenders Banter hit 75,000 subscribers. So thank you very much, everyone. That is extremely big, huge blessing. And I think every single one of you that support, follow, and subscribe and support us. So thank you so much. It's a blessing. And I love nothing more than to be here with you guys on Saturday. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And we'll do something special. I'm going to do a special something later on this week. I don't know if everybody knows, I've been sick this week, so I haven't been feeling well. But I'm back up and somewhat running. So we're going to do our best tonight. So I'm going to bring up Sarah, my co-host. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, look, you missed me. I talk again.
What?
There you
yes,
go.
We missed you. We definitely missed you.
So I heard. repeatedly.
Yes.
Well, no one, but yeah, you're right.
Whatever. We all
Yeah.
told you we missed you. Stop that.
What? That happened once. You guys just, no, not anybody checked on me repeatedly.
That's
all
it.
the day.
Backstage right now. Go on.
All you did was just make yourself bigger. You didn't put me backstage.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you in the basement.
Told you what. Anyway, good to see everybody. Glad to be back.
Absolutely. Yes. We're glad to have you back.
Next, I got a great horror story about the dentist.
Yeah, we're gonna hear it. I can't wait.
It's fun.
It's gonna be amazing. All horror stories, tales and tunes, folklore, etc. So next, I'm gonna bring up Chance. Chance, he's another one of our co-hosts when Sarah can't be here. So thank you, Chance.
Yeah, thank you, Chance.
Yeah, you're welcome. How's everybody doing tonight?
Based.
Amazing. No, I mean, I'm still recovering, but yeah, I'm here.
Good. Yeah, I got a good spooky story when it's my turn. So my channel's the Nostalgic Podblast. I just interviewed Debbie Weiss, who owns a very impressive art gallery of animated cells, a lot of Simpsons material, original art that was used in episodes of The Simpsons and Disney movies like The Fox and the Hound. And her gallery's in Los Angeles, California. It was a lot of fun interviewing her. So that was last night live on my channel, The Nostalgic Podblast. If you want to see it, click the live tab, or you can see in the videos section a thumbnail of Fritz Feld, a character actor with his wife at the time, Virginia Christine, better known as Mrs. Olsen in the Folgers coffee commercials of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. He went with his mouth.
I think you should have sent me to the gallery, and I should have went live there.
The gallery? Oh, yeah, the gallery. Yeah. Not the gallery. Yeah, got it. Cool. But I don't think she'd let you in because you're not buying anything.
I'm buying your admiration. I don't know. Is that enough?
It's by appointment only, she said. But I appreciate your enthusiasm. I'm not trying to shoot you down.
I'll film the outside, and this is what you could do that. About.
You could like BBB did at that casino, and the security got on her.
Yeah, that's a good.
Shit. That's what we're doing here. Get out of here.
You and Keith were plotting against me. Got it.
I ran quickly. Gotta go, guys. Fighting.
Oh, yeah. Okay, moving on.
That was a Hard Rock casino.
That was awesome.
It was funny.
COP. They were mean to you.
Did you see how fast I got out of there?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That was
one penny. Not one dime will they get of BBB's money after that. That was BS.
They said, you need permissions. I said, permissions off. Okay, so I'm going to bring up the rest of our panel. So thank you, co-hosts. I appreciate you both so much. You guys are very much loved and appreciated on this channel by being everybody. Like, seriously, you guys are amazing friends and family. So thank you. I'm going to bring up. Oh, let's bring up TD.
There you go, boy, girl, boy, girl.
Yeah. You're the only boy up here, Chance. Behave.
That's not true.
No, up on panel, it is true. Hashtag facts.
It is, Chance. You've got three girls fact. Up here.
Maybe not fun, but a fact. Hi, how are you guys?
Is your camera not working?
We can hear you.
I'm just
getting camera ready.
Yeah, I'm not camera ready. I'm actually like in the middle of something, but I'll pop on like my face in a minute.
It sounds like you're in the bathroom.
Oh, come on.
In the bathroom. How do you know?
The ears know it all.
The ears know.
Yeah, I don't have my AirPods right now either. So, but I am here.
I told you.
And Sarah, I said we missed you like 3 times, so you better shut that little mouth.
I said I was going to put her in the basement.
You know what? Nobody puts Flock in a basement.
When she says that we didn't tell her we missed her.
TD's setting the tone.
Everyone.
TD's setting the tone because she sounds kind of ghostly. You know, it's like a disembodied voice.
Ooh,
I like
because I was born on Halloween. Ooh.
Spooky, scary skeletons. All right, who's else next?
All right, TD, are you ready for us to bring up another panelist and get us all up here so we can get going?
Back to the
Okay, here comes Snark and Sass.
That's not a boy.
Snark and Sass.
That's true. We didn't go boy, girl, boy, girl.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
What's up,
Ladies
SNS?
first.
Sarah, don't call Snarky a boy. That's rude.
Hi, Snarky.
I'm barely a girl. It don't really matter.
Oh boy. All right. Hi, Snarky. Welcome.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
I know. Right?
What do you expect when you invite people like us? Yeah.
Exactly. We put the fun in
Alright.
dysfunctional, remember?
All right. We're going to go ahead and bring up Tim. UFO Man is with us tonight.
Hello, everybody. Got my
See,
camera fixed, so now I can
see
be
your
on
camera
camera.
fixed.
Yay. And we're
Congratulations.
so happy you're here tonight, especially on this occasion, this topic.
Gotcha.
I can't wait to hear from you.
Scary stuff.
Yeah.
Good to see TD and Snarky and Chance and My Flock.
And
You never put My Flock in a corner either.
I won't.
Never.
yeah,
Never.
I
right.
won't.
And Triple B and everybody in the chat room and everybody watching online. Welcome to Triple B's tonight. We're gonna rock the house.
We're going to have fun.
That
It's
too.
going to be night. Fun for sure.
It's gonna
Are
be
we ready?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and bring up. Hi, Limey.
Hello.
Oh,
Welcome.
You all okay?
I'm good. You
We're
good?
all. Are you good, Limey?
Yeah, I think so. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you
Yes.
just fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sound
Even
check, check.
though, yeah, even though you're in a fictional land of make believe, we still hear you. Yes.
Sorry?
Good.
No, look. Limey Land is real. I'm telling you.
That's what she said.
Limey Land is real.
It is.
I believe her.
Kirsty's asking, does this show include cryptids? And I think it does. But
Well,
Yeah.
Limey's here. We can't more cryptid than that.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't come in here as a Sasquatch. Dadgummit, I forgot.
Oh, no, Snark. Missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Shame.
Rats.
Shame.
All right. We ready for the last person to bring up?
Yes.
Yay. Welcome, Dan.
Greetings from South Carolina. The best
Hey!
part of the cut
Dan.
is soldiers in your cut. Hello, everybody, and hello, everybody on panel. I'll make it quick because I know time is short.
Okay.
It depends on whether Triple B goes over 3 hours again.
Also, it's been a crazy week because BBB's been down and out and sick. Sarah had problems like usual. And I've been sick all week long. Apparently, I drank some juice from Walmart, and it had arsenic in it, and it made me very sick. So I'll be suing Walmart.
What did you drink?
Yeah.
Some juice from Walmart that had a high arsenic content.
Jeez.
They got
Okay, this is already a horror story, Dan.
they're
Yeah,
busted and they're getting sued.
I
What
got
kind of-
arsenic poisoning when I was in the Coast Fishing Corps.
Dan, what kind of juice was it so we could tell people watching?
I don't remember. It's fruity juice.
Fruity
It comes in a
juice.
little cartons.
Fruit.
Gosh, it had arsenic in it.
Fruity
I can't
juice.
remember the brand name right now. Maybe I couldn't say the brand name on kind of litigation. But
Yeah.
Mm.
They just send me a picture of it. I'll show it to everybody
Well,
else.
yeah, I'll do that.
No,
But
that's just scary.
but
That's
basically,
really
I got
scary.
juice and it has a high arsenic content that made me very sick.
Gosh,
I'm not
Dan,
the only one, by the way. It happened to several people in several states. There's a recall on juice or something. But
Oh, blimey.
Sorry.
I'm really glad you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just a little sick, that's all. But
So,
I'm doing good now.
did you read maybe Arsenic and Old Lace or anything? Oh, man.
TD says some men just can't handle their arsenic.
It's true.
One of
They don't make them like they used to.
So you in chat is Jeff. He works with me at work, He's like, BBB has been jacked up crazy sick. I'm like, yeah, I know this. Back among the living now.
And there's another. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I went into work Monday and I left early, and I wasn't. And then I had to force myself to go back in Friday because they needed me for month end, and my manager was already scheduled for a half day. So I had to force myself to go in, and I was like, oh, and then I was there till hecka late because I had to catch up on everything for month end. So, and I'm sorry if I'm still a little sound and stuff, not quite well, but yeah.
You sound fine. I'm glad you're back.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you just look a little bit, like we said, vampire-ish, but otherwise just good.
You're a little peaked.
Yeah, just slap your cheeks a little bit there, put a little color.
Don't worry about it, BBB. Some people find that very attractive.
I'm off.
Yeah, some people like paste. It's crazy.
Yeah. Jeff says.
Actually, I prefer a little bit more paler, like Morticia Adams or
Elvira.
Elvira.
I was going to say Sarah, but okay.
Oh God. Jeff says I'm a trooper. Thank you so much, Jeff.
When I first met Sarah, I thought she didn't go out at daytime. She was so white.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're
He
welcome.
came back as a Sasquatch.
Hey.
Good.
Wendigo.
All right. No, what do you know about that?
All right. So last week we were missing Limey and Tim. So why don't we go ahead and
me?
Yeah, and you. So why don't we go ahead and start with you guys?
Start with Tim. Good.
Tim's good?
Yeah.
Start with what? What's the question?
And what's the
We're
question?
doing part 2 from last week. So
He wasn't here last week.
I wasn't here last week, so what's part 2?
that's what I'm trying to read the question.
Okay.
Just let me read the question. I'm a little slow because I'm still not great, but which unsolved mystery fascinates you the most and why?
Oh, that's obvious.
Yes.
The UFO phenomenon.
Okay, and why?
Surprise.
Because what I've seen up close with other people, and most recently last Saturday.
Really? Tell us about last Saturday, Tim.
Last Saturday, I recorded a gold triangle with it looked like three large orbs making up the triangle on the corners, but the corners were rounded and it had an amber orange glow around the outside, and it was flying between 2 pine trees, and I caught it on my Psionics Aurora Black night vision infrared camera. I do have a picture of it, and maybe I can bring it up later in the stream. You guys can take a look at it. But Snarky had it on her show the other night, and we also caught a secondary triangle that had a red light in the front in the center and a red light toward the back. And you could see the outline of the triangle, but you couldn't see the craft itself. It was kind of filmy, and it was blocking the stars in the triangular part of the craft, and it was flying southeast at an angle above 60 to 80 foot pine trees.
We've got to see this video. I hope that
Also, the other thing I got to note is back in July of 2023, on the 22nd of July, 2023, I caught a craft that was projecting a beam of infrared light onto the top of these pine trees. Well, last Saturday, we caught the same beam on the top of the pine trees, 15 separate occasions in 6 hours. And we did not see the craft, so it had to be cloaked. But there was a light on top of the trees projecting, and the only camera that could pick it up was mine. because mine was a newer generation psionics than the one my friend Sightings on 18 Wheels was using, which was the first generation. I think I have a 5th generation of psionics. And it picked it up 15 times. And I will be putting out a video clip so that you guys can see that. Doug, who is Sightings on 18 Wheels, ran down underneath the pine tree with his camera, and he filmed the light at the top of the tree, and he was only 20 feet away, and he saw the light vividly. We have that footage, and then he shows his camera on the sky above the trees, and there's nothing there. So something is projecting the beam. Only the camera can see it. Nothing else. You can't see it with your eyes.
That's crazy.
So all these phenomena that are occurring is why UFOs are my #1 unsolved mystery. I want to know why I'm seeing these things, why they're around when I'm outside, why do I see so many, and why do I film them? How can I get them on film like I already have?
Like do it on purpose.
Yeah, and I'm doing it on purpose, and they show up. That's what I want to know. Yeah,
it's like that one I got in that fire footage. I don't know what that was. Crazy.
So, question: how do you know it's not a drone?
Well, there's a couple of reasons. Okay. Drones aren't allowed to fly at night without FAA lighting. Okay. Second of all, they're loud. Okay, and I live in an area where you can hear everything for miles.
Even the military ones are loud?
Yes.
Okay.
But we don't have any military base, well, except for the big ones. They're so high up, you wouldn't see them anyway. The ones I'm talking about are the small recreational drones that are flown by average everyday people. Military ones that are smaller are also loud because of the props on them. The problem is that what I'm seeing is either really fast or really, really, really slow in covering a wide distance over a long period of time. And I do know that there's a time limit for how long drones can fly.
Well, but you have a good quality camera, right?
I have a very good quality camera.
Yeah, so it was
$500. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
In fact, hold on a second. I'll go grab my camera and I'll show it to you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Question real fast. What state are you in?
I'm in Minnesota, southeast.
Minnesota?
I was going to say New Mexico.
Hold on a second. I'm going to grab my camera, and that way you guys can get a look at it.
Oh, at least it's not New York, so there you go.
It's not very big.
Oh, I said that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blank red.
So in some cases, size doesn't. Anyways.
That's what she said.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, this is. Yeah, let's see if I can turn it around. This is a psionics.
Ooh, I thought it'd be bigger for some reason. That's what she
There's
said.
a psionics. There's a viewfinder. There's your lens. It's a glass size lens. It can record to infinity. So
what kind of camera do you have as a base for that? Or is that it?
No, I have a tripod and I have a battery pack attached to the tripod, and I have a battery inside the camera itself. So I charge the camera's battery, I charge the tripod. It gives me 15 hours of record time.
That's awesome.
And then you can run your camera through a Wi-Fi connection to your phone, and you can see
in real time
what you're filming in infrared or in night vision on your phone.
Oh,
so what the camera sees, you see on your phone.
That's awesome. Like, do you get a lot of deer and stuff like that out there?
Yeah, you can do it on deer if you want.
Yeah.
It's used for hunting a lot, but
I love deer
don't-
cams. I love deer so much.
They're spooky.
But-
Have you seen them? They're spooky.
This
The
is the
eyes are
first
glowing.
expensive camera I
Spooky.
bought, and it will help me get footage of my own that I can post on the channel. So I'm truly fulfilling the mission.
And that's your passion anyway. So, yeah.
Right.
Awesome. That's pretty cool. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you, Moon.
So does that answer the question?
Yeah.
Yes, very
Completely
much.
satisfied here. A plus.
Completely satisfied.
All right.
I recommend one thing before you make me small screen. If anybody wants to film anything in the sky, whether it be stars, shooting stars, planets, anything, buy yourself a Psionics Aurora Sport or a Psionics Aurora Black. You don't need the Pro unless you want GPS. If you want GPS and you want to pay another $500-600 for it, like $1,100 camera, go for it. But if you want a really good night vision infrared camera, the Psionics Black, which is the newest generation, is a really good deal. And right now it's like, I don't know, $400
And where
on
do you
Amazon.
get those at? Oh, Amazon. Okay. That was my other question. Awesome.
I searched all over. I searched on Google. I went all over.
Yeah. I'm sure you did your research.
Tim, did you send the video to BBB of your sighting?
Which one?
The one you talked about? We said
Which one?
we're going to try to play it. The first one, the
You
sighting.
can send it to Sarah too.
Yeah,
Um,
we'd love to see it. You said you mentioned yourself that you might be able to send it to one of us to show.
Oh,
tonight.
I have the face. Hold on a second. I
Yeah.
gotta go to Facebook. I have a picture of the triangle.
Cool.
He can bring that up himself back stage.
Yeah, you don't have to right now. Don't stress. I just an idea. I'm really curious to see what you have on video or photography.
Well,
photo.
it's actually a photo, and I'll bring it up right now. It won't take
Awesome.
more than a couple seconds.
Excellent. Thank you for that. Jeff Logan, one of my friends, commented, I'll get, when it's my turn, I'll talk about his DB Cooper. The hijacking is one of his favorite unsolved mysteries. Thanks, Jeff, for that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they found some of that money too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did they make a movie about that?
I bet like 800 of them.
Yeah.
I thought so. I've not seen it.
I think I might have seen like
Bring it up.
20,000 of them. Oh, is it back there already? I
They
forget.
made a movie where DB Cooper, the actual person that did it,
Right.
They put a twist on it like a big dog. They had him, become one of the cops that was looking for him.
Well, I'll be darned.
They had him marrying the stewardess that he kind of semi took hostage up there in the plane, and had him become one of the cops looking for himself.
Okay, Chris.
I don't remember if they figured it out at the end. So
The absolute best DB Cooper movie is Bigfoot versus DB Cooper, where after he jumps out the plane, he has to battle a Sasquatch who's after his money.
heck yeah,
Oh, come on, that's funny. I don't care what you say.
All right,
I love it.
all right, Tim, I got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna show the beginning of this.
Go ahead, Tim.
This is where I recorded my Doug filmed my camera
Whoa.
because he couldn't see the lights on top of the trees, and this is where I picked them up the first time. Check it out. Hold on here. Should be playing.
See it? Yeah, it's something again. Tim just captured something that went behind the tree. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right, so this camera, I don't see anything. I'm switching to the other camera. Right. See it? Yeah, it's something again. Tim just captured something that went behind the tree. Oh, look at that.
See, it's at the top of the
Look
trees.
at that. All right, so
Okay, now
This camera, I don't see anything. I'm
Hold on
switching
a
to the other
second.
camera.
I gotta go to a second one.
Okay.
See how the
Lighting
top
up.
of the trees are lit up?
It's still lighting up on the other one.
And I can't see nothing on this phone. There's nothing. You don't see any lights in the sky. You see that? It's totally black. Right?
Right.
Is it still lighting up?
I don't know. It's not
No,
a
not
little
anymore.
bit, maybe. But
All right,
not
here.
much.
Okay, and then I'll show you there's the triangle.
It's like Space Invaders video game. That's cool.
Yeah,
It does.
no,
But it's real.
yes.
It's real. That was filmed. See, my friend Doug was panning down and caught like maybe a second and a half of footage of this thing. And I saw it moving. So I took a screenshot of it, and this is what I got.
Wow. And that's all
This
legit.
was- Yep, and this
you.
was over my pine trees, just to the right of my building where I live in Lewiston, Minnesota, last Saturday. It's a legitimate UFO.
Yep, because if you don't know what it is unidentified.
Right, exactly. I'm not saying it's a legitimate alien craft. I'm just saying it's a legitimate unidentified flying object.
Right, that's the definition.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they would go to Minnesota, wouldn't they? I feel
They
like-
would.
Yep.
They're in
I don't go
California,
anywhere
too.
They
busy or
say,
like too
the
lit up.
U.S. government has a black triangular craft called the TR-3B.
Yeah, but the TR-3B has a red light in the center, and it's pronounced.
So many
And
things. that
this
we
one
don't know.
does not. And the TR-3B has yellow lights in each corner, but the corners are straight edge equilateral triangle, where this one's a rounded one. So it's totally different.
Well, actually,
So that's what.
I heard that the 3B, the black triangle ship, they had multiple lights where it could change the way it looks from the ground for stealth purposes. So.
Yeah, did they figure out that's what the Phoenix
Maybe the
Lights
newer
was?
ones. What's that?
Is that what the Phoenix Lights was?
No, the Phoenix Lights was so massive that it was not considered one of ours. In fact, in '94, we had 8 operational TR-3Bs. All the TR-3Bs were 300 feet on one side. So if it's an equilateral triangle, it's 300 feet each direction. Okay? Then they came out with the TR-3B, which was, they came out with the TR-3A, which was 300 feet on each side. Then they came out with the TR-3B, which is 600 feet on each side. Then they came out with the TR-6, which is 1,200 feet on each side. So if you figure 1,200 feet, you're looking at what? 4 football fields long on one side? That's human-made now. We do have those.
Crazy big.
Wow. I think you just did a bunch of math, and I went, whoop.
I've actually seen patents, U.S. patents, that were awarded to the U.S. Navy for the TR-3B class series. And there are both piloted and drone TR-3Bs, unpiloted.
That's
the TR-3B
fascinating.
generally has 3 people piloting it for each direction of the vehicle.
I don't know if it's been made public yet or not, but have you
So the
seen
TR-3B?
I don't know if the pictures have been made to the general public yet, but have you seen any pictures of the new United States aircraft carrier?
The one with the laser cannon on it?
Yeah, and all the shielding looks like a spaceship.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Somebody sent me some pictures of it. Doing
pretty
some work
cool.
on it in a dry dock in Hawaii.
I was sitting
And
there going, Tesla has nothing on
it
the
looks like
Navy.
it looks like it could fly. It looks like it was in a Captain America movie or something.
I think Chance has a question.
I was waving to K Moonin. I'm sorry. It's your turn.
I was all waving back to Chance. We're all waving back to Chance. What's up, Chance?
No, I'm done. So everybody.
I was saying hey to this gentleman who says hi to everybody on the stream as well as the chat.
Hi, everyone. I want to.
So I was waving.
Howdy doody.
Hi.
Yo.
What's up?
Thank
All
you
right.
for my time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Tim. We can't wait to hear from you again. There's going to be some more questions. Wave back to Chance, everybody.
Oh, no. Hey, we got a request. We got to bring Staten on. Look, Daniela says, hey, wait, whoa. Where's Danny Staten? So maybe he should go next, but it's not my call.
Danny
what's
Staten
going
is
on?
where he is.
Daniela says, hey, where's Danny Staten?
Oh, she's wondering where I'm at because I'm usually on a stream with her and Dr. Wu, but when he's on, but on Saturday nights, my schedule's kind of tied up. So.
There you go.
Oh,
He's
she
on
says,
the
oh, nice.
aircraft. He's on an aircraft.
You have to watch out for her. She's a witch. She'll put a spell on
Like
you.
a bruja?
I like witches.
Witch.
I like witches. I like my crystals. I like
Good witches only. We only want.
She's not like the good witch. She like the one the house landed on.
Allegedly.
I don't need my head spinning around.
Because Danny's perfectly innocent.
You.
I don't know.
Aren't we all TD?
Of course, TD.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
All right. Are you guys ready to hear from Limey?
Heck yeah.
Limey. Okay.
Limey, it's Limey.
I haven't heard from him at all today on anything. Please.
He's been naughty.
What?
He's been naughty.
No, I have not. I've been very well behaved, as always.
I've been
Whatever.
behavior.
You're not peas and ketchup. You're a good boy. That's all we care about. You're not peas and ketchup.
Yeah, I changed it to try and fit with the theme of this evening, you see?
And you were over.
There's nothing scarier than peas and ketchup.
I actually like the peas and ketchup, I have to say.
Thank you.
I think it's kind of
Listen.
become a
Mental
thing.
illness is okay. All right, I accept you guys anyway. Today.
Look,
We love you anyway, guys.
He's still peas and ketchup in the chat.
I know.
So,
Usually I'm like him, and usually I eat ketchup on my green peas. But today I tried ranch dressing on green peas. And I have
they don't have that over there. He's never tried it.
You know what's better with peas? Just peas.
Dan,
peas.
Whipped butter is good with peas. I like to put peas in a chicken pot pie. A fresh one, I put extra peas all over it.
Let's change the subject. No more food. I'm going to have to go eat.
Butter's okay for spreading on a bun, but whipped butter just melts and all the air comes out. And it's no longer whipped anymore. So what's the point of that? Putting it on hot food.
Like a wicker bedpan.
Dan, how was that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking.
Dan, how was your peas with the ranch dressing? I didn't hear what you said.
It actually was awesome. It gave it a really deep flavor, and I liked it a lot. You know, once in a while, you want to try something different.
I've never looked up ranch dressing before, but I'm thinking that might well be good with peas. That sounds good.
It's good with celery.
I was like,
yeah.
Celery sticks and carrots, little baby carrots.
My daughter dips her pizza in it.
So I was having a steak, and I put ketchup on the steak. I didn't want it on the peas too. So I tried something a little
Some
different.
people would be very upset about that, putting ketchup on steak.
Oh yeah.
I'm just upset about ketchup. Okay, it's the worst. It smells terrible. Leave it overnight. Bleh. But ketchup bombs are funny.
Ketchup's great. What you
What's
got
that,
there,
Dan?
Chance? Is that A1?
It's a high-end ranch. It's called Marzetti. Classic ranch. It's great for dipping veggies in.
It's like
$35
for 6 ounces.
High end. They sell that at like Walmart.
I got it at Kroger grocery store, which I know is out of Ohio, your state.
Oh.
TD.
Well, if you buy it at Walmart or you buy it at Kroger, and they sell it at both places, and it's only 3 times the amount at Kroger, I would go to Walmart and get it.
Right. Yeah, Marzetti's some good stuff though. It is.
I like Hidden Valley. That's my favorite ranch.
Limey, you gotta.
Blue cheese dressing.
Who voiced the Hidden Valley commercials of the early 90s?
I don't
Was it
know.
Paul Newman or
It
something?
was the original. I'll give you a hint. Original Hot Lips in MASH the movie. Her name's Sally Kellerman. She had a great voice. She was in Back to School. She played the love interest of Rodney Dangerfield's character. Great
I
actor.
love that.
She had great legs too.
Yeah, great voice, great legs,
Knew
everything.
how to use them.
I was thinking the same thing, TD. She got legs.
She was in the first Captain Kirk Star Trek, the second pilot where no man's gone before. Sally Kellerman. She had
was waiting for it.
telepathic powers.
No person's gone before.
I
She
was
was a
waiting for a
psychologist
chance
like
to
TD.
blast us.
In Star Trek, she was a psychologist like TD is. Her character, Dr. Elizabeth Daner.
Mm.
James R. Kirk.
Hello.
Right, it was a screw up. It was before that. Well, it was not a screw up, but before it was James T. Kirk. There's a shot of a tombstone that says James R. Kirk, and where no man's gone before. Very good, Sarah.
I know my
Limey,
Star
are you
Trek.
ready?
It's my jam.
Just about.
Okay.
Right. So, in reference to what Zero asked before about are there any cryptids, this is kind of a cryptid, but not. It's an actual animal, but it's misplaced, or it's in the wrong location, shall we say? So I don't know if any of you have heard in this context of ABCs at all. Anybody heard that?
No.
Okay. So ABC is an alien big cat. So it's any big cat that is found in a place where you wouldn't expect them. And so one of my favorite urban legends is the beast of Bodmin Moor. So Bodmin is Bodmin. So Bravo, Oscar Delta, Mike, India, November. And that is in Cornwall in England, which is like, if you look at a map of England, then on the left is like a toe, and Devon and Cornwall are in that toe. So Bodmin Moor in Cornwall apparently has a big black cat prowling around on it, and has done for a number of years. There have been various sightings, none of which I think has been conclusively corroborated. And there are the usual theories about, escape from a private menagerie or private zoo or whatever, as to, how this animal has come to be on Bodmin Moor.
Right.
And so it's very, very possible that there is actually a big cat prowling around out there. And it's quite possible that people have mistaken a large domestic cat, if you can believe it, for a big cat. But that has happened before in this country and probably others. So
maybe it's craving peas and ketchup.
Indeed, it could be on the
Maybe
pound.
it's Tiger King. I'm just kidding.
Well,
Listen,
Yeah.
whether it's peas
Carol
or ketchup
Baskin.
or Tiger King, they're both AIDS. Moving on.
It's probably Carol Baskin's husband. Speaking of missing, unidentified or missing people.
Missing peas, unidentified peas and ketchup. For sure. It's definitely missing peas and ketchup, except in chat.
Yeah. Yes, P and K.
yeah. So
Excuse my cigarettes.
I had a couple of friends who were from that area of the country, and they lived and worked around Bodmin Moor, and they had never seen it, but they knew a guy down the chip shop that had seen it. But
See, some urban
I'm
legends are
sorry.
cultural too.
A what shop?
a chip shop, or like French
Oh,
fry shop
chip.
for you guys.
Yeah, no, that's
Fish
not
and
what I
chips,
heard.
Sarah. Fish and
Yeah,
chips.
fish and chips, exactly.
Yeah, I forgot where I was at. Sorry.
Oops. Hey,
Well,
you're
that's
still
what
where you
Lime's
always
Fried
are.
fries.
Just transatlantic communication. So yeah, so I don't know an awful lot more about the beast of Bodmin Moor. I just like the fact that it's a real animal. It could be a real thing. It might not. We probably will never know.
Has a pretty cool
That's,
name, that's for sure. I like
Yeah,
it.
the beast of Bodmin Moor, right?
Yeah. It sounds very sophisticated.
For a bog.
Yeah. Now, I would like to say
For
that
a
there is
boar.
something that you might think was an urban legend, but is actually real, which is in the heathland of Scotland. There
The
is
Loch
I
Ness
don't know
Monster?
what's the
Oh.
I don't know what the collective noun is for kangaroos or wallabies, but there is a herd of wallabies in Scotland jumping around. And I thought it was completely made up. And then I went and looked up a few news articles, and it's true. There are wallabies in Scotland living
Is it the
free.
cutest thing ever in life?
I mean, it's just wallabies are cool. They're like just
Oh,
small
Wallabies.
kangaroos.
Oh,
I'm not sure
Wallabies?
how wallabies get on with the haggis, but I think they're generally okay. Otherwise, we'd probably hear reports. But yeah.
get on with.
So there you
Oh,
go.
man.
That is
I know.
my urban legend.
Hmm.
My urban legend.
I like it.
Yeah.
I know.
It's awesome.
Mhm.
All
So,
right.
There you go.
All right.
Cool
I don't have
information.
to-
Thanks, Slimy.
Sarah.
You're more than welcome.
Okay.
Thank you,
so,
Limey.
Oh no, not Sarah.
Right? That's what she said.
You
She
started
said,
Well, it's not there. It's my flock.
whatever. Whoever, whatever. Okay. What was the question now? I just got wallabies in my head. I don't know if it's wallabies.
Wallabies. Wallabies are like small kangaroos.
What's the plural of it, though? I don't know.
Just imagine kangaroos, but with a Scottish accent, and you're there.
Don't wallabies have square poops?
No, that's wombats.
Okay, thank you.
Another marsupial, and again, I
was
could
like,
not believe it when I heard it. I had to go. Yeah, they really do.
Okay.
They
It's easy for shipping.
it's territorial because if your poo is cube shaped, it can't roll away from where you're marking your territory. You see,
Right. So it's cube shaped.
yeah,
Question.
but
Do
it doesn't roll
wallabies
away.
get along
I'm
with-
just concerned about how the corners feel when they're coming out. But
Question.
Anyway,
do wallabies get
Sarah.
along with wombats?
wombats are wallabies.
Oh,
What was the question?
Don't step on my wallaby patch.
do they get it on with them?
Is that a soul patch? What's happening?
No, it's not a soul patch, Sarah.
Don't be naughty.
It's not
Don't be
even
naughty.
close. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm just trying to figure it out because it's a family show and all that.
You're trying to figure out a soul patch on a family show?
No, I'm just making sure that's what you're talking about.
You brought a knife to a gun party. That's
I know. I'm like, what are you doing? Wrong place. Wrong place.
Check.
Something. Okay, so what was the question?
The question was, what do you think about the wallaby problem in Scotland?
I heard it was real square.
It doesn't really affect us here. We get on with wallabies.
And they have patches of soul.
They
or something.
do.
Sarah, which
They
unsolved
have
mystery?
wallabies in Scotland. They have wannabes in the U.S.
You know, they
they-
want to be in the in United Kingdom. So
Wallabies?
The wallabies want to be.
I want to
haggis.
be a wallaby. That's a song, y'all. It's gotta be.
You better make it quick.
Keebler.
Tell
Anyway.
that.
We want to be
Okay.
a wallaby.
Sarah,
How's it going
I'll read the question out to you, okay? So, which unsolved mystery fascinates you the most and why?
Thank you, Limey.
The mystery of the tooth.
The mystery of the what?
You lose
The
them.
mystery of the tooth. The 10th crown, I swallowed it. I still haven't seen it yet.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
That is the greatest mystery facing the world today. Where'd it go?
The two
Why
Why have I
hasn't it
not?
showed up yet?
Why have I not
Somebody
seen
hold
this
me at
trending on
ransom
Twitter?
because it is a 10th crown.
You need Tim's camera.
No, that's far too invasive for everyone.
Do you need a colonoscopy?
Dear everybody, would you want to
Oh,
know?
thank you. I'm not willing to provide.
Because we don't have a camera for that.
No, we shouldn't. No. And no feet either.
That's
Maybe
going
one
up
of
the
the-
wrong way to get to her tooth.
Maybe one of the
Listen.
Not the wrong way, just the long way.
But that is the greatest mystery, okay, facing the world today. All right. And nobody will take bets on any of that mess. Anyways, and you know what I was gonna say, and I didn't. Because family show.
Poop is fine. to
You
talk
you
about on them.
you supposedly have a new temp, and it stayed in since they put it in because they put it in with permanent glue, which means they're going to have trouble getting it out, right?
Ooh, good point.
Right?
Good point. Oh.
I'm in for a world of hurt coming up again. Woo! And I got one more tooth to fix after that.
I'm worried about the toxic glue that you swallowed.
I'm not worried about that because, apparently maybe I didn't because it's not there, or maybe it evaporated out of my mouth. I don't know. It's the newest UFO trend. I don't know what to tell you.
The tooth fairy had it.
Yeah, I was going to ask, did you know that you swallowed it, or did you go to sleep and you woke up without it and
No, I
assumed?
was coughing, and then all of a sudden I just got a sharp pain in my mouth, like where it came off, and the nerves were all hit by the air. And I went, oh, and it's gone. And I'm like, I just swallowed that.
Oh boy.
Happens.
Yeah.
Right?
Sounds like you swallowed it.
Well, yeah.
Well, no,
and it was gone. And I still haven't yet. I mean, I didn't examine everything. So,
I mean, are you looking for it?
Well, I remember.
Nice.
When do you get
Then
your?
you would
When do
need
you?
to, because
when do you
if
get
it
your
got, it
permit?
could get lodged. It could get lodged at any point from the swallow to the other, and it could turn into a horrible thing. So I would be looking for it too. Don't feel bad.
Narky is 100% right. Them little shark corners can pupperate,
Not to worry
and
you.
all kind of stuff. You need to eat a lot of baked beans, drink you a bunch
And
of
some
prune juice,
Jameson
throw that
whiskey.
sucker out the other side.
It's like scheduling your own diarrhea.
Prune
Prune
juice.
Everybody,
Oh no.
There's going to be leaving for a while because mouth and poop. Thanks,
I've been
guys.
sick all week. Please
Helpful.
don't make no more sick
Like,
references.
Eat lots of
Yeah.
watermelon. Drink a lot of fluids.
Yes. Be a Klingon.
That was only Worf.
try Velveeta mac.
How do you know?
Velveeta mac and cheese.
Because nowhere else did I ever see anybody else do that.
Just because you didn't see it doesn't make it not true.
Doesn't make it true either.
Oh, good point. That's the quote of the week.
Well, that's not true either. So there you go. You can't prove a non-provable point. You just can't prove it.
But I can know it in my soul.
Can
I
I
can know it
ask?
in my soul too, and together we have souls that knowing the thing that can't be proven.
No, he's half the battle.
Did you
That
say
is
you
true.
can't?
But if it doesn't have empirical data and a chain of data, you can't prove it.
Listen, things that have chains of data on them all the time. It's called data chains or something, right? Well, there's a chain going on time of data. I'm sure of it. Don't listen.
The dentist told her it wouldn't bother her. Kids follow him all the time.
Well, of course that's what he'd say.
It's made of wax, isn't it? When I had a
His mouth-
crown, it's like
They
wax.
just pull it out.
No, man, this is like
The
plastic.
temporary one.
They mold your teeth and then they stick it on. And then the permanent crown I get is metal.
I only got one crown 10 years ago, and it used to be the temp one was like a wax substance. But I'm glad you're okay. That's the main thing.
Well, see, this
Yeah,
tooth
me
here,
too.
I broke a while back. I think I might have even been live when I did it. Anyways, I was grabbing a bird net and I was caught on something. I didn't realize it. And when I pulled it, I hit the tooth, breaking it, and then knocked it loose for a while. But then that finally got hard again. But then, it's slowly been breaking off. But then, like I said, broke the other one last year. And then those other ones that were like, no, we can do root canal. I'm like, sure, we'll see what's left of my whatever. Let's do that. And then I have one more to fix after this one. Yeah. So that's a horror story in itself, is the dentist.
And the new one that's coming up when they take it out again or try to with a pair of pliers. And
That'd be so much fun.
Kind of hoping you'd say that you thought your dentist was a Sasquatch.
No, but he does think I'm insane because when he drills me, I giggle. That's right.
That's weird.
Okay. He was working and he was leaning across my chest. So he had the cushiest job and just drilling me, and they realized it, and I just started laughing. I don't know what anybody else would do. Okay? Listen. What a cushy job, right? No, I think I'm insane.
So what's your unexplained story? Was it just that about swallowing your temporary crown, or I'm just curious?
Yeah, because everyone wanted to hear the story, and I don't know how to say. I've been in a world of pain the funniest way possible.
Hey, Sarah, why don't you bring up about that noise hitting the side of the trailer? That's unsolved.
Yes, that's a good one.
Or Sarah, the train whistle in the park at night.
But those are not as funny as I Swallowed the Crown, I think. Pretty sure. I don't know what happened to it.
Well,
Okay.
It'll be in your toilet before too long, unfortunately.
I'll take pictures.
There already.
Well, anyways, like last night, there was like this. Okay, so me facing this way right now, I'm facing the laptop here, and right in front of me is the closet, and right there's the road, right? And last night, it sounded like somebody came up and just like punched the side of here, but nobody else in the house heard anything. I was like, well, that's odd.
Was it Kato Kalin? It's like Kato Kalin in the OJ trial. Remember, he thumped like the side of the, or OJ. Oh, he heard OJ thump the side of the guest house. That's what it was. It was OJ Simpson doing it. I'm sorry. I just can't shut the hell up. It's your turn. Sorry.
We forgot all about that guy.
Yeah, Kato Kalin, the America's houseboy, house guest. Yep.
Anyways, that guy, everybody, from like what, 93, 95, whatever.
94. Well, yeah, 94. The trial was in 95 when he's acquitted, but yeah, the murder was in 94.
Dude, when the trial was going on, I was an 8th grader, and we were in computer class, and we were like making spreadsheets and dumb things like that. And then we started taking bets on when he was going to get off and stuff, and I won because I was like, yeah, he's going to get off.
Yeah.
I was like the only one, but I won.
They never found the knife. That's unexplained. The murder weapon. Never found it. He probably discarded it in the airport trash can, but that's not been proven.
There's so many places to ditch a thing.
I really didn't think he did it till later. Like when he wrote the book saying I did it, you know.
He
totally did not do it.
But if he totally did it this way.
Well, time out. Why did you think he was innocent?
Because I had a good what do you call that? When I think he had a good reputation. So with me, he had a good reputation. I thought he was a good fella. He was a football player. He'd been in some funny movies. I couldn't imagine why on earth he'd ever do that. And by the time I heard the stuff coming down through the trial, I really was thinking that it was just about a drug deal gone wrong, and it was just some random drug dealer that did it.
Okay.
Wait, who are we talking about?
OJ
Oh.
Simpson.
Oh, wait, drug stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, they were all on stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that. I remember watching it in school, but like I didn't know all of that. I just know the glove didn't fit.
It was a jealousy murder. That's why he killed the waiter too.
Well, I don't think he did. I think he had somebody do it for him.
What about the glove? And okay, we don't need to rehash all that.
Right.
There's a lot.
Yeah. Though it's a mystery still.
But you know what?
It's
that
on
did
topic.
bring- It kind of brought the Kardashian popularity, to be honest, a little bit.
Yeah, that was the worst thing to come out of all this.
Yep.
Those lawyers that got him off, a lot of them are burning in hell right now. Kardashian, Johnny Cochran, they're dead. Probably in hell if there is a hell. Hate to say it.
Wasn't Johnny on the other side? No, he wasn't, was he?
No.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
If the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
Hey, that's brilliant. If you can use alliteration or poetry, you'll win the hearts and minds.
Yeah, a lot of those lawyers are gone.
That was like the first publicized court trial, right?
You mean
No.
Court TV? They put Court TV on the map, and CNN's ratings were
I
through the roof.
thought so.
It killed Family Feud. Richard Dawson's return to Family Feud, 1994-95 season. There was all sorts of hoopla about that, but everybody's watching the OJ
I mean, we
trial.
used to watch it in class in high school. Like they used to, like we watched. That's why I know what a Bronco is, because we watched the big old chase in like art class.
We had a Bronco
I was on college campus when the verdict went down. You know, live on
Yeah.
TV in the commissary, they had TVs on.
Yeah.
And everyone went nuts
Yeah.
when the verdict was read.
Oh,
And OJ smiled, he smirked. Oh my God. The Lord,
Yep.
look at Kardashian's face. Kardashian could not believe his client was found not guilty. He was like,
Yeah, I know. Even he was
Kardashian's expression. He was like, what? Yeah.
probably where a lot
Mighty
of the money
Righteous
came
down
from
in
for
the Mighty
No.
Righteous down in the chat says, remember the Louis Vuitton bag the lawyer was seen taking from
Yeah.
OJ's car.
Yep.
Well, and you had the distraction of the racist cop, right? Mark Furman. You know, did you ever say the N-word? No. Oh, yeah, you did. Here's a tape of it, which is irrelevant, but he got caught. They looking like a liar.
Mm-hmm. Who was the famous prosecutor too on that case? What's her name again?
Marsha Clark.
Marsha. Yeah.
I like
And
her.
and Darwin. Yeah, but she was a loser. I mean,
Back then. I
He said loofah.
Yeah, really.
about her showing her
remember-
legs off. She dressed all, she dressed very inappropriately. You know,
Well, no, not really. Not really.
I didn't think so.
No, but she was kind of nerdy with her hair. She was
Really, all I
embarrassed.
remember about that
Inappropriately.
was
You remember the name of the judge? Judge Ito,
I
Japanese
don't
man.
remember that. I just remember Kato Kalin or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Can someone?
Yeah, he was cute.
Yeah, he was.
We're going to McDonald's to get some burgers.
Hey, what you'll be?
Chance, will you read the comment up on screen?
Oh, it says yes from W.
Yeah.
We know less about our own oceans than we know about the moon. I'm
so
curious about what's down there. I agree. That's an excellent point.
Right.
That's a great mystery. That's probably the best one I've heard besides UFOs and Tim's stories.
Have you seen the show with the
Amazing.
guys that go exploring? They go scuba diving and they found like
Wait a
2
minute.
sunken ships.
Atlantis could be down there, man. The lost city of Atlantis.
My dentist story was not horrific enough for you.
It was
This is
horrific.
just like
No,
Atlantis.
I'm not
Your tooth is
trying
just
to
like
disparage you. No, it is horrific. It's just
Very
kind of
similar.
sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very sad, Jess. It's supposed to get worse. But hey,
Maybe you
You're
can get the
insane.
sparkles on
I
this.
don't want
On
you
this
to be
scene and have
insane.
them look for your teeth.
I've seen the Marathon Man. Yeah, I know you probably don't get that reference. There's a terrible scene with these sadistic guys drilling into this guy's head with dentist tools. Torture scene. Anyway. Dustin Hoffman, the Marathon Man. Sorry.
all right. I was thinking of a show before, I believe it is, with Steve Martin as dentist or whatever.
Yeah. You'll be a dentist.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Anyways, movie Sarah seen for 100.
Oh gosh. I want to do something really fast before we go on to the second question for everybody. Now that everybody's back and together,
You haven't asked me mine yet. Question 1, but whatever. Or you mean question 2? Last week was part 1. Question 1. Is that what you
so
mean?
we were just
I'm
trying to
sorry.
get the people that were missing last week's
I'm sorry.
first question out of the way. That's okay, Chance. You'll get to go real quick. I just want to play. Why are you guys laughing at me?
Hey, by the way, don't look. I pulled a picture and put it in your of something. It's appropriate of one of my many mysteries. It's in the branding, but don't look. I'll put it on the screen when it's my turn.
Okay. Well, I'm already in the branding because I have to play something.
That's cool.
In here,
It's great. Now that you've made me a co-host, I can add things, not video.
help each other.
Still pictures. Still pictures are safe.
Yeah, we can help each other.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so much better. Yeah.
Yeah. I think so much better too when we work as a team and we all help each other and we all have our little things that we're doing and contributing. So I agree.
That collaboration help thing, I know, right?
You're very observant, Lobo. Yes, I got a haircut, and I hated the way the guy styled it yesterday for my interview on my show.
I liked it.
I hated it. He did it.
I liked it with the little bangies.
I hated it. Thank you for saying that. Now I don't feel so self-conscious about it.
No, when I saw you on your live last night, I'm like, oh, look how nice his hair looks. I love
I just eaten. My face was puffy. Oh, thank you for saying that. I thought I looked like a mess. Thank you.
I thought you looked adorbs.
Thank you.
Puppy.
My ego is stroked. Thank you.
That's exactly what I thought, TD.
Stroking his ego?
No. TD said he just got his ears lowered, no haircut.
I got tiny ears. I have tiny. My guest last night had big ears.
My goodness.
Big ears.
No,
My
Kim Charles
goodness.
has big ears.
Yes, he does.
Okay, I have a
Sarah
question.
has no ears.
I have a question. Do I have big ears or little ears?
Can't tell. I would say me in the
Medium
middle.
size. Medium.
Yeah, I'm with Tim. I'm with Tim.
Yeah, we're gonna try not to say you have huge ears because this is not nice.
She has pointed ears. She's an elf. She's a Vulcan.
I don't have pointed ears.
No, yeah, I know you don't.
That's too bad.
I would if I could.
Me
It's
too.
to bring.
Keeper's got a question in chat.
All right, put it on the screen. Oh, for
Okay.
Christy. Christy, how's the infection? I'm wearing my personal protection gear, so I'm not going to catch anything. I think she's being serious.
She
It's not that kind of an infection.
it's a kidney infection.
Just push the thing.
It's a kidney infection, and I'm recovering
know. You
very
don't have
well.
to tell everyone
Good.
what it. You don't have to
Good.
expose.
Yes, I do, because see,
So-
we were on a panel the other day and Chance said he gave me an infection. I said, what?
It was a joke. We're signing
It was a
off. I said
joke.
I gave her that infection.
It was a joke. And so I'm trying to make sure everybody knows it's a kidney infection.
It's good.
It's just a kidney infection.
Yeah,
That's
what
it.
were you doing?
This is what we're doing. We're all sharing together.
You can get kidney infections really easy sometimes.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
even know what I
sometimes
did.
you're
TJ, I have no
UTI.
idea.
If
But
you
I do know.
Drink apple
have a
juice
UTI?
from Walmart.
No,
no UTI.
I have no. I just know Monday I came home with 102 temperature.
Because that
Um,
happened to me in high school, and it was from a UTI that I didn't even really know about. It went
Yeah.
into the infection.
Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah.
So I literally came home Monday with 102 temperature,
Oh my God.
102.3, I think.
Jeez.
Oh,
And then
very.
Tuesday and Wednesday, or Tuesday all day, I lost Tuesday with 103.5.
Oh my
I
God.
believe.
Did you sleep all day?
I don't remember Tuesday.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's because we were having an out-of-body experience, and that she will never remember. I'm sorry to hear that, but it was epic. I swear to you, it was time machines and all kinds of the things that we
A
like.
lot of
I-
people lose their memory when they get a severe UTI.
I was
you're right. They
I
get
was
crazy.
literally seeing lights and stuff at one point. Yeah, it was really weird, but I was really cold. And then I remember looking up at my fan in my bedroom and it said it was 86 degrees in my bedroom. And I'm like, I have 103.5 temperature. My bedroom is 85 degrees. It's like,
Yeah, I hallucinated once. I had like an 104 time. My mom was taking me to the hospital, and I was like, "Mother, watch out for those horses!" And she's like, okay, we gotta get there quicker." Because she's like, "We're
yeah,
in
you
Youngstown,
start
Ohio."
you get delirious. You start
Yeah.
seeing things and
I was like, "How
weird
dare
stuff.
you almost run over those horses?" She's like, "Oh God, oh God." Like,
So then I think Wednesday evening I started joining the living again, but I was really dizzy holding on to walls, like, and then I finally forced myself to go back to work yesterday because there would be nobody there to manage anything. So
Were you working from home when you were ill at home?
no, I was
like
out.
dead to the world,
Dead.
Yeah.
I got you. Resting. Okay.
Yeah, she
My
was
mom-
practicing.
unable to function. Probably.
My dad came and knocked on my door at one point, and I got out of bed and made my way to the door, and he saw DoorDash, and he had some food and
Aw,
drink.
Dad,
And
Dad.
so I'm gonna leave him a tip, and it's gonna
Aw.
have like a $20 bill with like a sticky on it, and it's gonna say "Thank you, DoorDasher,
5
Daddy
stars.
DoorDasher."
Yeah, because how that work? Because you're your parents' caregiver. For those that don't know, basically a live-in caretaker.
I was gonna
My
have
mom.
that
Home
around.
to take care of them. And now, what did they do while you were down? Were they just lucky and they managed, or what?
Well, my mom has a caretaker during the day because I'm normally at work.
Oh yeah. Okay. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So she had no one to take care of
Go
her.
around her because her.
What is it called? Angels? What's that group? Not Guardian Angels, but something Angels. I've seen their TV ads all the time. Anyway,
Oh,
never mind. It's a
Charlie's. I'm just kidding.
not Charlie.
Chance's Angels.
Probably the Angel Network.
It's something like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I think Tim's right. I think it's Angel Network.
No, it's a name. Like Angie's List, but it's somebody's angels and they come and take care of elderly people. It doesn't
Oh my
matter.
God.
No, they have a jingle. Now I gotta figure. I'm off topic. Forget me. I'm
It's
off.
fine.
Care.com.
Regardless. So I was just really sick. So I'm recovering a little bit still, not 100% back yet, but still weak and wobbly. But
You
I'm
probably,
getting there.
yeah, you gotta. It's like traumatic for your body.
Yeah. And then like my mom she DoorDashed me some wonton soup.
Do you have
And
an
so
appetite?
I just drank all of the wonton soup.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Judgment,
sometimes
you're the man. That's it.
Yeah.
Visiting Angels. Cindy Williams
go.
endorsed them before she died. Yeah,
Mm.
briefly. Yeah, Visiting Angels. Sorry.
I think about an hour after I drank the wonton soup, I started getting energy back. My mom's like, because
Because
she's
it's
a
like
retired
check money,
nurse.
too. It's like you're
And
not.
she
You
was
don't
like-
want to eat. Yeah.
But my mom is a retired nurse, and she's like, your blood sugar's probably dropped, and blah 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 blah. And
Right. She's right. Those nurses,
oh,
man.
Polly is doing good with jamming. Polly was on Lobo's chat earlier today.
She's awesome.
Yeah, I sent her the link, but I think she said she had something else going on too. So
Yeah.
It's like 5 in the morning.
Ollie's going to be back full time on UFO Man starting in September.
I'll be watching. She's
Yay.
entertaining, and she's an investigative reporter, as you know. She's a great asset to your channel.
It has a great accent too.
yeah, we all love her. She's an amazing special guest when we
Not
have
as
her.
good as yours, Limey. Don't get sad.
Who's Limey?
Limey? Wallaby?
We all love Limey's accent.
Limey the wombat.
Thank you.
TD, when is your face going to be ready? We missed it.
You know what? No one else knows their face, and they don't get crap for it. But you know what, Danny? But yeah, in a minute, I'm actually coming. I'm going to my little spot
No
outside.
pressure. You don't want to come on camera at all. It's
Yeah,
all
God,
good.
you know,
In a
it would be
minute.
awful if I look terrible.
When
and
women
then
say
like,
in
oh,
a minute,
thanks.
it's like 3 hours.
Right.
You know what? You better shut that little mouth. I'll come right over there, TD. I'll come to Minnesota. Don't make me do it.
Concept, there's nothing to bitch about.
I'll come in a drone and
So-
make you think it's a UFO. I'll do it.
I want to play. I
I'll
want
punch
to
you in
play.
the soul.
I'll
Jabel.
punch you right in your soul, in the soul patch.
Put one of those laser pointers on a drone that like blind pilots, airline
No, that's
pilots. you know?
illegal, right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised someone's done that. They must have done it by now. Put them on drones just to.
I'm sorry. My
cause
14-year-old
chaos.
son's making fart noises with his mouth because he thinks it's
It's not a joke. You don't want to cause a plane crash, of course, but
Stop it. You know what? I'm about to punch him in his soul if anybody cares. You better shut it.
can you imagine messing with an enemy though? No, you get a drone, you
minute
put
now.
laser things on it, and just shine
Yeah,
them in their
quit
room.
giving them ideas.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Of course,
Kind of
that's
like
the idea.
voyeurism. It's easy access
Well, no,
for
not,
voyeurs.
not to spy, but just to freak them out, and cause
Yeah.
chaos.
That's
As a
what
non-court
how
reported
voyeurs-
person
No, I'm kidding.
reporting this without the government, please continue.
No, right.
The government voyeurs.
I'm only joking.
I know. So are we.
That's what I told them, sir. National security, this is not.
I swear.
So I want to play real quick. I real quick want to play one of our old videos from like when I started live streaming, and so we could just go back over the journey, and then I'm gonna update this video, and so next time we're gonna add all our new friends to this video. So I want to play the old version, and then next week when we come back, I'm gonna play the new version with all of our new friends that we've picked up along the way, and I'm gonna add them to it. So I want to show you guys what it was originally, and then next week I'll show you guys what it is now.
Nice.
that-
Aw, way to
Cool.
go.
You're so mild mannered. I hope this isn't a trick. Like next week, I'm not on there, and it's her way of saying you're fired. To me.
No. So next week we're gonna add everyone that we've met since I made that video.
Aw, nice.
So we're adding. So it's gonna be a lot more people, fun and stuff. So I just wanted to say, like, so you guys could all see like where we started and then how much different it's gonna be next week.
You're so creative.
Yes, and
Thanks.
that's so thoughtful too. It's really sweet.
So have you guys ever seen the Whack-A-Troll video?
No.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to show you the Whack-A-Troll video.
Please do.
This is going to be fun.
Etc.
Yeah. So when I did my first live stream, I said that I wanted to take all my mods at the time and I wanted to create a video of them all whacking trolls on the head with their wrenches. And so I did a fun little video at the time.
When was this? At the time. When is the time? What time?
March.
Of this
I-
of this
I-
year?
All the way back in March.
Okay.
when I did my live streams and I didn't have nobody on panel, it was just me, all by myself,
It's hard to even think about a time like that.
Yeah. I didn't start doing a panel until my 50th birthday.
Oh, I just started my YouTube channel a year ago.
Yeah, I'm almost at a year mark right now.
Oh my gosh, I'll never get to that number though, but you should feel
Yeah,
very
you will.
proud.
Neither will mine.
Yes,
I
you
don't
will.
think so. I don't think
Yes,
so.
you will. Keep up the comedy.
Yeah, the hours are moving slow though. They're moving, but slow.
I am.
Everyone listen. Everyone put my playlist on when you go to sleep tonight. That'll help out a lot.
I'll put yours on if you put mine on.
Yes, of course. I'll show you
I
yours
only-
if mine if you show me.
I only have 18.
That's what I was thinking.
I only have 1,800 watch hours.
No, you don't. How? If you have that many people.
See, and I've got tons of watch hours, but I don't get it how it works. It's like there's a conspiracy.
Nobody does. That's the great urban legend.
I get most of my subscribers from shorts.
Right.
How many views do you have?
Me too.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm going to show you guys something.
I only need 800 more watch hours. If everybody
Troll.
here listening right now puts my playlist on when they go to sleep tonight, then I'll have more. So thanks.
I'm going to share my screen with you guys because I'm going to do something. Hold on.
Troll
I
killer.
have 45 million views.
What?
I was going to see if
Over the life of my channel, I have 45 million views.
I have 12
million.
Yeah,
Million.
I thought 12. I'm just kidding.
Oh hell, I'm nowhere near that. 12 million. Are you kidding, Chrissy?
No, not
Chrissy, are you serious?
Yes.
Well, I got nowhere near that.
I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Hold on a minute. And I'm going to go. I'm going to let you.
Your mom
You want to know something that was really weird? I was out on the dirt road a few days ago, and
This
there
is-
was
maybe
a
that's where your
Tesla.
This is what my analytics looks like right now.
Wow.
I can't even see it because my
Bar graph.
It goes up, down. It goes up, down, and up. Oops,
Your views last 60 minutes are much better than the last 48 hours.
Yes.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Chrissy, where's the troll killer video?
Okay, let me.
Whack troll.
What's a
All
troll?
right, let's do it. Whack a troll. Whack a troll.
Not
whack a
showing
troll.
your audience about the
I made
trolls.
two. I'm going to show you guys both of them, and you guys can tell me which one you liked better, and then I'll do something creative and fun later. So I'm going to show you. This is number one.
I love that.
I just
Thank
remember
you,
the
Dan.
first time. I just
Yay.
remember the first time I saw that, and I'm thinking to myself, "Is this for real?"
This real life.
She emailed me.
I don't know why I think about Michael Harper and Mox.
You look really nice, TD.
Thank you, Tim. I'm only on here because you requested it. Just so you know.
Well, yeah, it took
You
longer
look
than a
very
minute.
nice,
That's
sweetie.
okay.
Thank you. I try sometimes. Only sometimes.
So are you guys ready for Wacko Troll number 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whack it.
Oh yeah.
That is cool.
That was really funny. I don't
Can
know
we
why the
vote
cow
on
bunny
one-
makes me
one
laugh
or
so
two?
freaking hard.
Yes.
Real quick,
I need you guys
go
to
around,
ahead.
start with
Go
Sarah.
ahead. Sure.
Sarah, which one you like best? 1 or 2?
Oh, I'm always gonna like her as a cow running. I mean,
I know,
Oh,
it's
I
so
didn't
funny.
play that. Here.
No, but you.
Run for your life! Run for your life! Run for your life! Run for your life!
so you did in the
It's a little
second troll
clip.
video.
Yeah, it's a little
In
clip.
the
did.
second one, we saw you running like a cow.
And
I
then-
think that
Yeah,
was Sarah's
so-
point.
Wait,
Like
Yeah,
anything where
and
she's
this-
running as a cow is what I'm going to pick. I think that's. I
Any
can't speak for
animal
her,
with
right?
a face on it is like hilarious.
Run
Jans,
for your life.
Jans, on point. You know me too well. Is yes. Troll 2 has always been my favorite. She's dressed as a cow running. I mean, that's just on point.
What about Snarky? Which one did you like best?
Oh, my shoulder.
I didn't watch the second one. I got up. I was doing something.
Snarky, you need me to play it for you again.
I mean, you can play it again. I'll be watching this time. You'll be
Okay.
seeing me
You're like
watching
the eye
this
doctor.
time.
You're
I'll
like,
play
can
it.
I see the first one?
Run for your life!
Absolutely, that second one. The second was the
I
way.
don't
That was
know.
really
Now
cool.
I'm torn.
I like that.
I don't know, but they remind me of the whammies. Remember No Whammy, No Whammy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
wrong with that?
I was trying to go for whammy.
They
no
got
whammy.
chance struck. That's what's wrong with that.
The whammies did?
Yeah, they got him. Yeah,
Yeah.
take him down one time when he was
You got
playing his
whammy for the
show.
whammies?
Yeah, he got whammy by the whammy box of the whammies. Yeah, he did. It was a travesty. I had to go up on Facebook to hear the rest of it.
So what I'd like to do next week,
And it's gone.
where'd Chance go? He got whammy by the whammies.
She blowed him away.
Uh-oh.
What are the chances of that?
She blowed him away. I saw it.
Chance.
Probably got picked up by a UFO.
No, that's Tim.
Okay, so what I'd like to do, next week, guys, is I'd like to go over like
Another question.
Well, I'm going to give you another question, but
Oh,
next
we'll give
week
you
I'd
answers.
like to go over like. Oh, there's Chance. He's back.
yeah.
Welcome back, Chance.
Hey.
Thank you. I
Welcome
couldn't
back,
hear.
welcome back, welcome back.
So next
Welcome
week, what I'd
back.
like to do is I'd like to go back over like the last panel. Like I'd like to go back and catch any questions or discuss what we feel about each panel that we've done together. Like from
Ooh.
and like
Now?
go do like a
Can I make
reminiscing.
another
Not now.
suggestion?
Next
Can we
week.
also
Yeah.
Oh, next week.
have to answer a personal question from chat about us?
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh, God. That's
It
Good
was-
idea.
Truth or dare?
TD, which
Yeah.
one did you like best of the troll videos of Chrissy's?
I think I like 2 because I like them on the bus.
Okay.
Yeah,
What about
Mom,
Tim? What about
Uh,
Tim?
number
With their
2.
hair in the
Even
wind.
though number 1 was more nostalgic, I
Yeah.
like number
Touche.
2 better.
Limey.
What about you, Dan?
You
Number
miss
2,
Limey.
Yeah, number 2 as
I
well.
thought you said
Definitely.
I didn't
Slimy.
see Limey. I'm sorry. Right at the top. I'm sorry, Limey.
No
That was
worries.
next.
And
No
you
worries.
skipped Limey.
What
We're
a
trying
little
to go-
wombat.
I was going to say 1. Now I'm leaning towards 2. I mean, you can't go wrong with Yoda and bunnies. So
Mm-hmm.
go with.
Mm.
But initially, I was going to say the first one.
Two of it was a cow, so 2 is always going to be the answer. The answer is
This
2.
one is more along Chance's line of nostalgia. I agree with that. The second one is more entertaining and funny. I like the second one.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. So, we're gonna do something special. We'll have something special for you guys coming up that you guys are gonna be a surprise. So, thank you for
It's
voting
gonna,
on.
it's gonna be a surprise number 2, is it?
It's gonna
No,
be
it's
a
gonna
long,
be a 2-2.
Not an Amber Heard number 2, right?
Or
Okay.
Yeah.
a grumpy.
That's what she said.
Your mom said that.
Okay, so
Punch you in the soul.
what's that, Chance?
When it's my turn, I got.
Let's go. Are we ready to get back on track and get back onto tonight's topic?
I'm not
We are
trying to
okay.
steal the mic. I'm just saying.
No,
Yeah.
I
What
want
are
to
we
get back on
doing?
topic anyways.
What are
I'm
we
ready
doing?
to be back. I'm ready
So
to be
what
back
is
on
the
topic.
question? Can you repeat the question?
Which unsolved mystery fascinates you the most and why? And then we have do you think any of these urban legends could be based on real events?
Okay. Well, I've got several. I'll just do some shout outs and I'll get to my main
Sure.
one because I don't want
I'll
to take
get
too
you
much
up
time.
there. There you go, Chance.
All right. The pyramids in Egypt. I think that is a great mystery. Was it aliens? Was it angels? Was it something supernatural? I mean, how could they have the mathematics in ancient times to come up with that design and the geography of it? I mean, the pyramids to me and Easter Islands, those are just like really wild mysteries. But I have a picture of one of the more modern mysteries that's never been solved. I'm going to put on the screen. It's this guy. Remember the Bat Boy?
Oh, yeah.
Weekly World News tabloid. This, of course, is probably
I
BS.
thought he ran away with the Elephant Man. I thought the Elephant Man like adopted him or something.
Yeah, that's the Bat Boy. Bat Child found in cave. I remember that came out, I think, in 1991. I was in college, and I bought that up, and I was fascinated with this Bat Boy. Look at that.
I remember that.
Who
I
wouldn't love
remember that.
face?
It's really probably fetal alcohol syndrome.
I remember that in the grocery stores. I remember that. Yeah.
They had follow-up issues. It was a hot seller for Weekly World News, which was basically the lamest and the poorly circulated of all the tabloids. I mean, the Inquirer, the Star magazine was slam dunking them in the numbers.
Also poorly
They came up with this
edited.
gimmick, huh?
It's also poorly edited if you really take a look at it.
And it's in black and white.
Yeah, but you can edit black and white.
I mean, at least do the cover in color and have the inside black and white. Who wouldn't love this little guy or girl? It could be a girl.
You can have him.
Yeah, but it is a boy.
You know how come we haven't seen them as an adult? They're grown up now.
Yeah,
Why aren't we seeing? I was the Bat Child.
That had other bat people to have another bat baby.
I'm surprised DC Comics. I'm surprised DC Comics didn't sue and claim that. Hey, wait, that's part of the Batman empire.
True. Yeah, but
Bat-Boy.
Batman's hot. That kid didn't come from a hot guy.
So, that's my fictional unsolved
Pretty
mystery.
people can have ugly
Yes, you're
children.
not supposed to be showing
Very
your
true.
childhood pictures.
Speaking
you've
of
got-
beautiful babies, whatever happened
you-
to John Benet Ramsey?
You of course have the unsolved celebrity mysteries like Marilyn Monroe. Her real name, what was her real name? Marilyn Monroe, it was Cassius Clay. Remember before she
Norma
changed her name?
Jean.
Oh, that's right, it's Norma
What?
Jean. Of course.
Mhm.
Dumb joke. Dumb joke. So anyway, Marilyn Monroe, was she rubbed out by the mob or the Kennedys? There's a lot of questions. Was she rubbed out by the mob?
Or did
I
she
mean-
just overdose on her?
I'm pretty sure she was rubbed out by a drug overdose.
Gotta know, right. But that's the official story.
And
But there might be
Elvis.
more to the story.
And Elvis, right? Yeah.
Now,
She was rubbed
well,
out.
that's
Oh,
one of
man.
mine. That's what, these idiots that think Elvis is still alive always laugh at him, and they always come out of the woodwork every once in a while.
Mhm.
So I wasn't even going to mention that because I think it's so ridiculous. George
They don't
Reed,
do that so much now because
George
he'd
Reed.
be dead.
The Adventures of Superman, was it suicide or murder? Okay, so there's that one.
Murder.
And then real quick, my time's
Right.
almost up. I did want to say another one on topic. To Jeff Logan's point, watching on Facebook Live, he talked about DB Cooper, otherwise known as Dan Cooper. He was an unidentified man who hijacked the Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305, a Boeing 727 aircraft in U.S. airspace back on November 24th, 1971, during the flight from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington, in, Esmeralda's neck of the woods of the country, Pacific Northwest. The hijacker told a flight attendant he had a B-O-M-B. I don't want to say it, for the bots, the word. An explosive.
Kaboom.
Yeah, kaboom. Good. And he demanded $200,000 in ransom, the equivalent of $1,500,000 in today's times in 2024, in our money today. He requested 4 parachutes upon landing in Seattle, Washington, and after releasing the passengers in Seattle, he instructed the flight crew to refuel the aircraft and begin a second flight to Mexico City with a refueling stop in Reno, Nevada. Well, about 30 minutes after taking off from Seattle, the hijacker opened the app door, deployed the staircase, and parachuted into the night over southwestern Washington. All right, so anyway, the hijacker identified himself as Dan Cooper to buy his one-way ticket to Portland, Oregon, but a reporter confused his name with another suspect, and the hijacker became known as DB Cooper. There you go. So that's for Jeff Logan. And now I've got one real quick. Last time I told you my story about Bobbing Bob, right? The guy who drowned in 1984.
Keep going because I have to step away real fast. I'll be right back.
Okay. I want to pay my respects to him. I've told this story on my Halloween Podblast the last couple Halloweens, and I did here last week in our simul stream, and I never really paid my respects. I didn't mean to seem like I was spitting on the man's grave or being flippant or
Sorry, there's a mouse. I'm sorry.
telling that story. So I just want to say now, prayers to whoever you were. Your real name wasn't even Bob. I called him Bobbing Bob, the guy who drowned, drunk on a boat.
Oh my
On
God.
July 4th, 1984, in my aunt and uncle's pond. So anyway, and then I got to get back on topic right now. Here is my story. Thump, thump, drag. I'm sure Danny Staten's heard of this. This is an urban legend. One night, a 16-year-old girl was babysitting for 2 young boys. Their parents were not due to be home until very late that night. So she let the kids stay up and watch some TV. Well, one of the boys was flipping through the channels, and he came to an emergency news bulletin. The reporter said, "Breaking news, that a crazed murderer had escaped from a nearby insane asylum and was on the run from the local authorities. He was believed to be in the area and was armed with a hatchet. The police cautioned all the residents to lock their doors and windows because the man was extremely dangerous. The young boys began to panic, and the babysitter didn't want them to get upset, so she put them into bed early. She tucked them in, and they kept asking her if she'd lock all the doors and the windows. She assured them that she would lock everything up. Well, then she went back downstairs and resumed watching television. Sometime later, one of the boys was awoken by a loud crash. He wasn't sure if it was his imagination, so he sat up in bed and listened intently. After a while, he began to hear weird sounds coming from downstairs. Drag, thump, thump, drag, thump, thump, drag. He wondered if he was just letting his imagination run away with him. Maybe it was just the sound of the babysitter watching television downstairs. Thump, thump, drag, thump, thump, drag, thump, thump, drag. Thump, 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 drag. The boy heard the sound again and woke up his brother. Together, they listened at the door to the bedroom. Thump, thump, drag, thump, thump, drag, thump, thump, drag. The boys began to shake their head with fear, and they were terrified. They were shaking. They pushed their beds up against the door, barricaded themselves inside their bedroom. Thump, thump, drag, thump, thump, drag. Thump, 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 thump. The sounds eventually stopped, but the boys were too afraid to leave the safety of their bedroom. For hours, they cowered in their bedroom with their beds jammed securely against the door. Later that night, when the boys' parents returned, they were shocked to find a gruesome scene. There was a trail of blood leading from the hallway all the way up the stairs. In a panic, the mother screamed out their sons' names. Jason!
Oh, my ears.
When the two boys heard their mother calling, they pulled back their beds and opened their bedroom door. Here's the big finish. Lying at the top of the stairs in a pool of her own blood was their babysitter. Her arms had been cut off at the elbows, and her legs had been cut off at the knees. She had used her bloody stumps to drag herself up the stairs, trying to warn the boys. Thump, thump, drag. Unsolved mystery. Killer was never found. True story. Is anyone still there?
True story. What?
Yeah.
Yes,
that's
but I don't know if I believe you or not.
No.
It's so
Hey, and then as I conclude, that was my supernatural thing. I just want to mention one thing. It's a little off topic, but I'll be brief. Everybody knows I like this cheesy 80s action show, The Fall Guy, which started running as a full series for the first time since 1997 on Heroes and Icons. Well, guess what? And it's run in Europe after that, but here in America, it's run in Europe, Germany, in more recent years. Yeah, I do too. And I have them all on reel-to-reel 60mm film. Well, I just found out, because I was all excited and people have been recording the show because it was never released on DVD. Only season 1 was released in America on DVD of the 5 seasons. Season 2 was released in Europe, but they changed all the pop music songs and did some terrible edits to the pilot. Long story short, I just found out they're not going to play the season 5 premiere of Fall Guy, which I have on film. You know why? It's an Elvis episode, and the Elvis estate is trying to charge ridiculous royalties for the use of that airing of the episode because it featured a lot of Elvis songs. And it's a story about an Elvis performer convention in Las Vegas, and Colt has to go after someone who is an Elvis impersonator evading the law. I was going to show you my reel. Here, it's right here. I'll show you the reel of that episode.
They have to renegotiate that every single time, I guess, huh?
It's because there's new lawyers and new rules. It's BS. That episode has not aired in America since 1997 on the FX channel. This Elvis episode, it aired originally September 26th, 1985 on the ABC television network in prime time. And here's what the reel. So what that did, the good thing is that's going to make my reel worth a heck of a lot more money since it can't apparently air. Now, Weigel Media owns Heroes and Icons. They're the MeTV people out of Chicago, Illinois. They may negotiate and eventually air it. And I thought, well, maybe they're withholding it for an Elvis-themed night or something, but I don't think that's the case. It's always been a music issue with this particular episode. It's called Real Trouble. There it is, 20th Century Fox Reel. Now Fox is owned by Disney, so maybe something can be done. But there's my reel of Real Trouble with the Elvis impersonators. Mint color, it's low fade, Fuji color. Oh, that's King of Stuntman. That's the second episode of season 2. Wait a minute. Dead Ringer. I said Real Trouble. All right. Fall Guy airs on Heroes and Icons. I'm going to wrap here. Just a second. Sunday they air 1 episode 6 to 7. Tomorrow's going to be the season 4 finale. Then they air 5 episodes from noon to 5 every Thursday. They're picking up with King of Stuntman. They're totally omitting this episode, Dead Ringer. This is the one with the Elvis impersonators, and it's actually a funny episode. And this is a family show, but there's a great shot of Heather Thomas in a one-piece bending over. No, I'm serious. very a gratuitous shot. It's too bad.
Gratuitous.
People are gratuitous. A lot of people are going to be mad because in America it's rare. It was never released on DVD. People have been recording it on DVD. Now they can't get the complete set. Now, last thing I'll say, season 1. I told you how they changed the music for some reason. Heroes and Icons, they play the DVD version of season 1 with the edits, and they took out all the background pop songs and replaced it with garage band junk from just amateur artists, musicians.
Okay,
go
sorry.
ahead.
Just somebody had a comment after you're done on your page that I wanted to bring up because I think it was kind of cool. But
thanks, thank you. And I think that's all I had. So I just want to say, I just found out about that. I would have saved that for my show, but I'm not going to do a show until Friday or maybe even the Friday after. And I just found out they're skipping that episode. I'm like, damn, I feel bad for the fans because everyone's been excited.
Yeah, but it's rare.
Saying, oh shit, I can finally get Fall Guy. Because you've had Knight Rider on for years, which was a similar show by Glenn Larson, who also did Fall Guy, did Knight Rider.
Oh,
it's
I
like,
didn't know that.
What's the problem? Yeah, Glenn A. Larson. Why he did Battlestar Galactica? He was known for ripping off movies and making a TV equivalent, like Battlestar Galactica was TV Star Wars.
Well, it's not.
BJ and the Bear was TV's a combination of Smoking the Bandit and Convoy. It was a trucker with a chimpanzee, or a little bit of Any Which
Way But Loose.
Every Which Way But Loose, Any Which Way You Can. Right, it was part of that too. Right, the orangutan, but he had a chimpanzee. But and that has not been seen since 1995 in reruns. BJ and the Bear on WWOR, Secaucus, New Jersey. I taped them all. I still have them on tape.
We believe you did.
I'm like that. I'm the guy, right?
You are that guy.
I'm the guy.
The only guy.
So
I mean, the guy.
The weirdo. Okay. And so I paid my respects to Bob. And then the last thing I'll say is that my Facebook Live went down last night. I did a great interview with Debbie Weiss, who owns an art gallery. And the reason was I did a character actor spotlight of a guy named Fritz Feld, who used to do this. That was his shtick. I love
that guy.
The King of Pop.
From
TV and movies. He had a little mustache, an older guy, and he was in Lost in Space.
Was he in the Eddie Murphy movies and stuff like Beverly Hills Cop?
I think he might have been in Modern Problems, but I'm not sure. Anyway, he was married to Virginia Christine, who was 20 years his junior, and she was Mrs. Olsen in the Folgers TV commercials of the 60s, starting in 1965, 70s, and 80s. So,
waking up, Folgers in your
jingle. Yeah, I played that jingle last night, by the way. But here's the thing: I played a little video about who is Fritz Feld. I got from another YouTube fan channel, and apparently there was 30 seconds of music in that video about Fritz Feld. That's owned by the worst of the worst. I shouldn't say that because I appealed to them. Universal.
I thought you were going to say Disney.
No, they've been good to me. Disney, I have a great partnership with them and relation. They're fine. They get the good promotion is great promotion. They don't care as long as it's brief, but there is fair use. It was 30 seconds, so I think I'll win the appeal. But the deal is, a human being has to review the case, and I'm sort of waiting in line. So I feel bad for my guest because it was a great interview, and after she signed off, I played the Fritz Feld clip, and that caused the whole thing to be blocked on Facebook.
Take that little chunk out and then still like
you could on YouTube, hon, but you can't on Facebook. That's a flaw with Facebook. They don't let you do that option, which sucks. Sometimes
that sucks. Yeah.
And sometimes they'll mute it. Sometimes Facebook will just simply mute if you have a dispute. The object. I don't know why they didn't do it this time. It's 30 seconds out of almost 4 hours. You got a problem with the whole thing.
I have a hard time posting dance stuff because of music, even though I put the credits and everything. I mean, everything down to like the writers of the song and the producers and all that stuff. But
right. And so I appealed it. I don't know if I'll win because they're really tough, NBC Universal, but maybe they'll get. Look, I'm not playing a song. I'm not playing a music video. It's in the background very faintly of a tribute for this guy, Fritz Feld. It was like a 4-minute video.
Yeah, man.
It's ridiculous. So I just hope it gets back up.
So Judgment Day and Mike Harper brought up something on your page, so like in your chat, but he says that, and I think that this sounds really cool because he mentioned it, like they mentioned it like last week, but it says, I have an urban legend that would be pretty cool to talk about, Crossroads Blues. I've not looked that up, but it sounds pretty cool. I don't know if we could somehow, I don't know if Judgment, Mike Harper wants to come on, but that'd be kind of cool because I'd like to hear about it.
Thank you for noticing that. I'm trying to look for it. I'm in my YouTube channel now looking for his comment.
It's just a little bit further up.
I have an urban legend that would be pretty cool to talk about. Crossroads Blues. Thank you, sir. And thank you, TD, because I did overlook that while I was doing my little spiel. Wow.
Okay.
Like meeting the devil at the crossroads?
I don't know.
It's not Keebler. Yes, it's not Zuckerberg, but I appreciate your comment. It's NBC, Comcast, Xfinity, Universal. They're pretty tough, so hopefully I'll win the appeal and get that restored, because I had almost 2,000 views on Facebook Live alone of my last show. Well, 1,300.
They are very tough. Very tough. The SNL, if you have a little snippet of an SNL clip, it's like, boop, they find it. They find it. Yeah.
All the late night shows, right? Tonight Show. I was lucky. I played one I taped in 1995 that went up. Right, I submitted a headline to Jay Leno, and I played that, and I knew I was rolling the dice. No problem, no bot issue. I don't think NBC goes back that far.
True.
I think they're just worried
he's
about
not on anymore or something. I don't know.
Correct. Like Jimmy Fallon, forget about it. You try to post even 10 seconds, they don't care about fair use, which is a legal thing. Sarah can attest to that. So I think I'll win on
but
fair use.
His ride at Universal was really cool. Really cool, actually. His ride is really awesome.
In Orlando or Universal California?
Yeah. In Orlando.
I don't know, man.
All right. Well, that's all I had to say. I mean, I didn't want to talk forever. That's why I just told you about Marilyn Monroe and George Reeves, and I just threw those out there. But the pyramids to me is the biggest unsolved mystery, because how the hell did they construct that?
And the ruins, like the Mayan ruins and stuff, was kind of
Aztecs, all that stuff, man. Yeah, it's mind-boggling. And Christ himself. What is that? Is it real? Not real? I mean, there's the Ark of the Covenant. Hello. I mean, we could go on and on. We could do a 5-parter on this if you really open your mind and think about it.
So, I mean, it does seem like humans are predispositioned to have some crazy, I saw a monster in the woods belief.
There's hybrids of things that we don't know, we've never seen, because there's so many opportunities for like crossbreeding, I think, and just kind of like different genetics, maybe like
your mom is crossbreeding.
Your mom.
Hey, that's where they say monkeypox came from, and all these diseases.
Oh,
your mom has monkeypox.
Don't.
I'm serious.
I'm being serious. We just don't know.
But around the round table, is Elvis alive, yay or nay? I'm sure only one of us will say yay.
He probably ain't no more.
He'd be dead even if he wasn't alive.
Okay,
It's
so
terrible.
spin off of that. But
The king died on the throne.
What
The
do you
king
think
died
of-
on the throne. He's on the toilet. Sorry.
what do you think of the New Day Elvis movie? I liked it with Austin Butler. I thought it was
Oh man, I am so
I didn't
busy
see
right
it.
now.
I
You
didn't see it. You liked
You'll
it? I
watch
did
it.
not
I
see it.
really did, actually. I really did. Yeah.
I think you have good taste, so I will give that a consideration. My
he's a
friend Al
great
Harton, he
actor.
liked it.
He
Yeah.
actually hosted SNL not like last season, and he did a great job, I think. But
Did you like the I love the Queen movie from back in 2018, Bohemian Rhapsody? What'd you think of the one about Sir Elton John? I thought that was kind of like
I
okay.
didn't see that one. I didn't
Okay.
see- yeah, it was okay. I just think of Stewie from Family Guy when he dressed up as Elton John. I don't know why.
So what was that movie where a guy found Elvis in like a nursing home, but he was really some kind of
Oh yeah.
man? What was that?
I know. I was
That's
going to say
the
Jackass.
one where he has a fight a mummy.
Your mom's a mummy.
Yeah,
Hey, you made me think of a movie I hadn't thought about in a long time, Coma. And they remade it as a Lifetime movie that 10 years ago, but that was a great book.
Lifetime movie.
Great movie. No,
Oh
it was
my
a
God.
theatrical movie in the late
Coma.
70s.
Lifetime movie.
They were harvesting human organs in a hospital and killing people for their organs, and it was
No, I just
movie.
watched that was on Unsolved Mysteries, like for the human skull that was found. Did you see that?
yes.
Yeah,
What about the human skulls? What does that
That's on
mean?
topic.
What are you saying?
because this guy was like collecting. It's like a market for organs and stuff like that. For like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
Ladies,
okay,
I've
I
talked
got
about,
it.
I've talked about this
Elvis
on my show.
at home fighting a mummy is called Bubba Hotep.
Bubba Hotep. That's right.
Well, can I just say I'd love this show.
What
TD,
do we
you'd
have?
love this. It was a Lifetime movie in the 90s. Friends to the End with from Beverly Hills 90210, Tori Spelling. She got stabbed
Did you
to
watch
death. by
Lifetime movies? You watch
Chris,
Lifetime
no,
movies? don't you?
guilty pleasure. But Christy, remember that show, Christy? What's that actress's name? Kelly Martin. Kelly Martin
yeah.
was
Oh, yeah.
obsessed with
She
the
was in
most
Life Goes
popular girl
On,
in
right?
high school. The
Was
most
she in Life
popular
Goes
girl in
On?
high school, played by Tori Spelling. It's called Friends to the End. And
Yeah,
turns out
babe.
Tori Spelling was using her. And so her character flipped out the nerd girl and stabbed her and killed her. And it was a big mystery. And then another good Lifetime was Kate Jackson, one of the former Charlie's Angels, it's called Empty Cradle, where like her uterus went bad or something. She steals a baby from a hospital. She pretends to be a nurse and steals this young woman's baby. It was very riveting. I think it was called Empty Cradle.
I want a shirt that says it was probably the husband.
Last time movie with Martin Landau, the story of Anna Nicole Smith. It's called Anna Nicole.
I watched a
played
documentary about
photographer in
her,
that.
actually.
I was a photographer in that featured role. Anyway. It was close. I met Martin Landau. He was there for a fitting, and I was there doing my scene. It was in between takes. I'm in the hallway, and this door opens, and this light shines, and enters Martin Landau, one of my idols. He played Commander Koenig, Space 1999. I looked at him. I go, Commander Koenig, and he smiled, and we wound up having lunch together. It was a closed set, so just me and him one-on-one. Not a convention, not a photo op where you pay to play. No, it was just him and me. Let me take his picture. It will never forget
in
it.
his dressing room. Of course
He played Hey, TD. He played Marshall. He played the rich guy Marshall, whatever his name is. Almost said Applewhite. That was the Heaven's Gate cult leader. Different Marshall.
Yeah.
He played Marshall, the wealthy guy that married Anna Nicole. That weird. He was in a wheelchair and
the
way
old guy. Yeah,
nasty.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just watched a documentary about her. It was fantastic, though. I kind of like Anna Nicole Smith. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm pressing the buttons now. I love that boy.
Can you back it? I'm dying.
So, do you know, Chance? You might know this, but do you know
he makes Jason Voorhees look handsome? Okay, I'll shut up.
He's hot. Do you know the doll, the documentary about the doll, Robert the doll, in Florida?
No. Tell me about it.
No, look it up because it's creepy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Creepy.
Very creepy. And I have a friend that just went and saw him. I was like, "Did you bring anything back with you?"
What happened to everybody else? What happened? Champs, can you just hit random buttons?
He always says, "Make me big."
What's he done?
Like me big.
I don't know. He just like stands
Power
up.
revoked.
I'm gonna tell you that this is a family show, and I'm gonna be quiet.
No, and Chance goes, "No, make me small again. Make me small again."
I'm just like to put the person big is talking. That's all.
It's layout, man.
I'm trying to put this film away while everyone else talks.
Right, Triple B. Triple B, please come back.
Please.
All right, who hasn't gone yet? Don't answer.
So the reason that I said that doesn't it seem like humans are predispositioned to be seeing monsters in the shadows and whatnot is because, like, even here in the middle of Arkansas, somebody I remember in junior high school telling me, "Oh yeah, I saw the Loop Road monster." Which, you know, in the town I was in, there was a road called Loop Road, and it did kind of go through a wooded area, so it was a little wilder than the rest of the town, and so that's where people talking about. I mean, they would tell these huge stories about it coming and looking through the window and stuff.
Really?
And I bet they lied. It was all lies.
Or is a dad that was drunk and tall?
It was junior high school kids.
Yep.
So I never like heard a grown up talking about it.
I was always a critical thinker, even in like middle school, and like I was always a critical thinker. Like, come on, guys, like the Santa thing. Come on, like all.
I mean, skeptical is not always bad.
Right. It's okay to question. Right.
Yeah, I did that Bloody Mary thing in our bathroom window because mirror because I had to. Because of course I had to. You have to see if that's real.
No, I couldn't. That's literally that like messed up my nighttime from like till I was today years old. Like literally.
Dude, I was at the principal's office in like third grade. That was like my millionth time that week too. Crazy week.
Well, no, that's why I can't even look at a mirror in the dark because of Girl Scouts and the crazy sleepovers and stuff like doing that. I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it.
And we tried light as feathers, stiff as a board up every single sleepover, and it never worked.
Were you on the panel last week, Snark? Because I was talking about the Ouija board. That's like the one thing I cannot.
Yeah, Snarky was here.
Yeah.
You summoned up.
And the Ouija board, I would just say, no, because you don't know what you're doing. It could just be a game and you're doing nothing. And there's just old Bob over there pushing the planchette. Right. But it could be opening up a spiritual something and haunt you the rest of your
I'm not
life, something
willing to take
attached
that
to you or
risk.
something.
Exactly.
I'm not
That's
doing
how I
it.
feel about
Yeah.
the Robert doll.
Right.
I don't know why people want to go see that stupid Robert doll. Why?
Yeah,
There's
who would want to?
Oh,
Why
the
would you go
Robert
near it?
doll.
Exactly.
The
Annabelle?
Robert doll
Yeah.
scares me.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so scary. It really
Any
is. I have a
doll
friend
that's
that
going
just
to be
went. I
getting
was
up
like,
and moving is
I was like,
scaring
I don't
me.
even want to be by you right now. Did you do everything right? Did you ask to take pictures? Did you say goodbye? I don't
Did you
want to around
stage
me.
yourself before and after?
Yeah, seriously. Like, why would you even want any part of that? That documentary scared my son and I, and we don't get scared like all that easy, you know. But like, we couldn't sleep that night. I swear. We're like,
Just so
There was a serial killer when I was young called Son of Sam. And
Yep.
that
I've heard
haunted
of that.
all of us kids for years
Mhm.
because he was on the loose killing young boys.
yeah, and you
Well,
were
yeah.
a young boy.
Oh,
I'm
hell.
always afraid of human
Hey,
trafficking even
Starkey,
now today.
real quickly, can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
Are you in Pulaski County?
I am very close to Pulaski County. I grew up in Pulaski County.
Your Loop Road Monster actually has sightings reported to the BFRO in
Whoa, really?
1995, and it's considered possible Bigfoot encounters.
Well, how do you like that?
If I thought about Bigfoot wandering around, I would think he'd be in Arkansas or something like that.
Well, I definitely have absolutely looked like a foolish grown up because I'm the one going, close that dadgum blinds because of this. That's what you're going to walk up on me. I don't like it.
Never know.
Maybe your
Did not ever
peeping
think
Tom was
that.
a Bigfoot.
What is a
Oh,
Zuni
no.
doll?
No.
Oh,
I-
a Zuni
I
doll.
actually treated a peeping Tom, and so ever since he said it was so easy to see people in their windows, I did get all new blinds.
You kind of feel bad for Tom. You know, someone named Tom, peeping Tom.
Yeah.
It's
I
kind
feel
of
bad
like
for
Karen.
Karens too. Karen, yes,
Same
exactly.
thing. We said it at the same time.
Like
What's
whenever
that,
they say fire at Will, and I'm like, what? What did Will do?
Did you know what? See what he did? He did it all very badly too. Shame on him.
I always say when
Dan,
people
what would
say
you
high
say?
or high water, I'm like, what about both? What if it was high and high water?
Starkey, real quick, how far are you from Falk, Arkansas?
From where?
Falk.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, yeah, we got that one movie thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the Boggy Creek Monster.
Boggy Creek. Yeah.
Are you
Probably
close
some
to
Yeah.
bigger
that?
fish.
Where that is.
Are you
So, I
close
don't
to
know.
that area?
I don't know. I don't know where it is. I don't know.
She's next to a Dollar General. I know that.
There's a Dollar General every 72 feet here.
Yep, same here. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we have
Yeah, we
one
have-
in our town too.
We
They're
have
good
three.
stores, though. Why, TD? Why the hate for Dollar General? There's too many of them.
There's way too many. I mean, there's somebody counted from here to like Alliance, Ohio, which is where they have a really good arcade. It's like probably like 40 minutes. There was like 26 or 28. I forget. No, or like 30.
And how many Starbucks too?
Yeah.
You know, not as many because it's not a big city. Like, I mean, there's probably only two around here. Yeah, 2 or 3. Like, not even like, yeah, there's actually not a lot of Starbucks. And then we only have like 2 Walmarts around here too. So kind of weird. But they're
Walmart,
not
go to
open
hell.
24/7 anymore. So it sucks.
Dollar General has a very
They have Dumbo.
they have a really evil kind of business model.
Yeah.
They
And
have
it's- they
You
think
Dumbo.
go
you
into
get the
Dollar
dollar
General,
for
it's
it,
all
You think
junk food.
They prey on the poor. Oh yeah, with offering only crap.
And
Yeah.
especially places where there aren't grocery stores and you're just, you're stuck.
In a food desert. That's why I'm kind of in one. Our
Yeah.
Dollar General did just have a little remodel, and they put in a little fresh food
Like-
section and
wow.
expanded their frozen food section. So, but it's still they're still just. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend $8 for some crackers and pre-cut cheese.
No, it's not.
This
a
program is not
right.
sponsored by Dollar General.
Falk,
Right,
Arkansas.
We
Falk,
are not
Arkansas,
sponsored by Dollar General. Thank you, Chance.
Okay.
Right.
Falk, Arkansas is about 7 miles south of Texarkana.
Oh Lord, that's way down at the bottom.
So you're close
Down
enough.
south.
I'm in the middle.
I like the Dollar Tree, but that's just me because my
We
local
just-
comic
I like
shop
the
right next to a
Dollar
Dollar
Tree,
Tree.
We just got one right
Dollar
down the street.
Tree,
They have a
everything
like frozen food
$1.
section now.
There's
I
Family
love
Dollar.
Dollar
Dollar
Tree.
Tree has a nice green sign. It says Dollar Tree, green letters.
And
I love
everything's
the
a
you-
Dollar
dollar.
Tree.
Huh?
You go to everything's a dollar at Dollar Tree. If you go to Dollar
No.
General,
Now
it's
there's
No.
$1,
No.
$3, $5.
$1.25,
They're gonna be sued.
$3, $5.
They could be sued for
Mhm.
false advertising with a crafty attorney, you know.
Well, I mean, if
for-
you think about it, when it's
You can
Well,
name your
charity is
business
$1.
pinky toes that are fried, but you don't have to
Urban
serve
Legends
fried
is
pinky
cheaper.
toes.
I mean,
Well,
at
that
one
scared
point,
me.
everything was $1, but you know,
yes,
because
now
of
it's
inflation,
$1.25 for candy,
Yeah.
like sweet
it's
tarts.
$1.25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
You know,
Chance,
the
didn't
candy
Sweet
used to
Tarts almost
sneak into
kill
the
you?
movies.
Look, it's her turn. Don't let me forget to tell my choking story because I choked same as Sarah this past week.
Uh,
I didn't joke. It was straight down
No,
my
no, no.
throat.
Speaking of
This is a
candy, while I'm
family
on top,
show.
these are giant Smarties. Okay, not the little tiny Smarties. And I had a craving. I get up to get some water in the middle of the night. I put 2 of them in my mouth. I will demonstrate. I put
And
2 in
he's
my
not
mouth.
diabetic.
Stop it.
I put
Yeah,
2
just do it
of
live
these
on the
in my
internet,
mouth.
Kent.
I put 2 in my mouth. It creates a lot of powder when you chew on these things. Like that. I inhale. It goes down the wrong pipe in my lungs. All this powder and candy. I could not breathe. I almost choked to death on 2
Yeah.
Smarties.
Hope it happens again
And
alive.
I'm going, no. And I tried to breathe out my nose. Yeah. I almost died the other night. No joke. I mean, I could not breathe, man.
Hell.
candy kills Chance.
Okay,
Is that
so
why you're too busy the
I
next
have a
song?
question.
Heather Thomas wrote a TV Guide article about this episode. The season 4 finale of Fall Guy, Real Trouble. It's going to air Sunday on Heroes and Icons for the first time since 1997. And I have 2 copies of her TV Guide where she's on the cover. And I copied one at the Kinko's and put it on the film box. Isn't that neat? Sorry.
Yep.
This episode Heather
Where's
Thomas
it?
wrote about.
Where's the gratuitous image?
I interviewed her on my show, the Nostalgic
Oh,
Podblast, in 2022.
I have a
She was my
question,
guest.
guys.
Huh?
Does
Where's the
anyone
gratuitous image?
Well, it's not Hustler.
What's your
Oh,
question,
dang.
BBB?
Thank you, TD. Thank you so much.
Ask away.
What do you guys think about skinwalkers?
Good question, though.
I think I've seen one.
Yeah, Sarah.
I think I was with you, and you had one at your door, and I think your neighbors were picking about them. One.
What do you mean, a shapeshifter?
Skinwalker.
What? I don't know what that is. Is it like a skinhead? Like what
It's like an evil spirit that can inhabit other things or
I'm gonna-
just
go ahead.
look like whatever it looks like. Yeah, I'm not an expert.
They're shapeshifters.
Here. Yeah.
Oh, video
That
That's the-
shapeshifts from
like
a human being
Yeah.
into something else.
Right. Yeah.
They'll also get off inside of like your family pet or whatever. Heard some stories like that.
Yeah,
I watched
like
that show called Hunt for the Skinwalker Ranch.
yeah. Tell us
No,
about that.
with
Dan.
Travis. Support your local Southern rocket scientist, y'all.
Yeah, tell us about that,
By the
Dan.
way, Skinwalker Ranch claims, the scientists that worked at Skinwalker Ranch claims that there are absolutely no skinwalkers associated with Skinwalker Ranch.
I don't like
Yeah.
that word.
Who would want to be associated with that? Nobody. Yeah.
But the Native
I'll cut your head off, but I
the
will be
Native
associated with that.
Americans, the Native Americans in the area have had legends of skinwalkers in that area for hundreds of years before any white people ever settled the area.
But not at the
Yep.
ranch.
Actually, in that area, yes, at the ranch. The ranch is known for Bigfoot-like creatures.
Isn't that
and all
where
kinds
ranch
of
dressing is
weirdness.
produced? You guys?
No.
I've actually heard credible information, credible sources that they
I heard
claim
it
there's
was.
no skinwalkers at Skinwalker Ranch. That people come there looking for skinwalkers, but they're not there.
Also,
They're
no place
farther
to
Hey,
away.
I'm just saying they got
They're
legends
farther away
that
in the
hundreds
tribal
of
ground.
years that say they are.
Skinwalker. I heard of Skywalker Ranch. Skinwalker. That's scary.
Okay,
It's in Utah. It's very scary.
so Skinwalker is basically. Give me back up here.
Like I think
So a
skin tag, and that's
skinwalker.
gross. So I don't know why I think.
No. So
Go on.
Skinwalker is the Indian tribes believed that there was skinwalkers.
Well, then they probably were
Skinwalkers.
there.
Skinwalkers were actually beings that could take over other animal appearances. So if you look up skinwalker, you'll see like where there's a person running through the woods and they have them on like where it's like night vision, and you'll see them running through the woods, and then they'll go behind a tree and then they'll come out a deer on the other side.
They'll come out like a wolf.
Or in my case, what I saw was like the biggest
called
bug I ever saw
acid.
out in this area,
It's called
and
acid.
no
It's
deer.
called
out here.
That's not acid. It's not acid. Thank you, Lobo, for I'm gonna bring that back up. Hold on.
Sorry. Audio, I got
Okay.
it for you.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, you guys are amazing with these comments and stuff. You guys are the best crew ever. So yeah,
That's what she said.
That
the
was
ability to turn in, possess, or disguise themselves as animals. The term is never used for healer. Now, here's the funny part: is that they say like they see supernatural skinwalkers all the time. Like where I'm at, I'm up in Northern California, and there's a lot of woods and dense forests and stuff up here. So they always have Bigfoot festivals. They have all this stuff, but there's also at night they do a skinwalker
No, thank you.
festival, and everyone disguises themselves.
And walks around naked.
No, it's not like that.
Talent show.
Darn.
Oh, her idea better.
Skinwalkers. Think about it.
Yeah.
Good night, Jeff. Have a good night, Jeff. You.
With that, Jeff's out. I'm just kidding.
No,
Envy you.
it's basically where like people really truly believe that there are skinwalkers, and like I have a friend of mine, and she showed up at my house one night and she was freaked out, and I was like, Summer, what's going on? And she's like, I saw something. I'm like, what did you see? She's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is, I don't think this is a skinwalker. This is something different. But I said, so what did you see, Summer? And she says, well, I was walking through the orchard because I had to get up to the main road to catch the bus. And I said,
Saw the big
okay.
bad wolf.
And she
I
said,
know
it
I
was
was just gonna say that.
and she goes, it was dark in the orchard that I was, walking through to get up to the main road to catch the bus. And I go, okay. And she goes, there was this like wolf man creature thing.
Lobo.
And it was following her. And she said she was scared to death. And she I could tell by her face expression, she was not kidding.
And
She
that's
was
why you should have a
really
key ring that has a
freaked out.
flashlight on it all of the
Yeah.
time.
It was an
honestly.
upright wolf creature. Could have been a dogman.
Yeah, so she said that it was a man, and then it went into some kind of wolf dog thing, and then
Oh,
Woo.
and
Tim, do
she
you know
saw
about the
it.
dog man
She
in Youngstown,
watched
Ohio?
it.
Yeah.
So she was really scared because it was headed down towards the river, and she goes, "It's probably going to get water." But I didn't know those things existed, and it's really warped my mind.
Yeah, but no, there's something in Youngstown. Tim, you might have heard about this. It's like the dog man. There's a whole podcast about it and stuff. In Youngstown, Ohio or something. There's some weird like
Yeah,
creature.
dogmen are supposed to be the watchers for Bigfoot. Like
The watchers.
Yeah.
Of what?
They kind of keep a lookout for the Bigfoot and
Oh,
alert
okay.
them if
Oh, that's
anybody
a load
comes
of
into their
crap.
territory.
Okay.
What's that, Dan?
I said that sounds like a load of crap, but okay.
Well,
No,
we're
that's
just
what I've
saying,
heard
like,
from a lot of
Bigfoot
Bigfoot
has
researchers. but-
dog man pets and all that crap before, but I don't really believe that myself.
Just never know.
Well, there's a whole family that was supposedly surrounded outside their yard while they were picnicking at dusk
what is this that Mike Harper's saying?
by
It literally showed
creatures
a guy
that stood on their back
skin.
legs and
It
they
was
looked like
legit. I thought I
dogs.
was gonna throw up.
Ew.
Scary.
Yeah.
Ew.
But I mean, with the dog man, there's pictures from early explorers that
Mhm.
say they found men with the heads of dogs. They found men with their faces on their bellies and no heads. They found men with one giant foot at the bottom, and they would hop around. And then when they would lay down, they would get under the shade of their giant foot to stay out of the sun. And they drew pictures of all these people that they met. that look like all these things. I mean, way
We
back.
also did a lot of
They had
hallucinogenic
really good rum
mushrooms,
back
but
then,
we won't go
too.
there.
Right.
I was wondering if there's like some kind of opiate involved.
Yeah, or
Hallucinogenic
like a
All the
mushrooms.
opiates.
ayahuasca type of thing. You know?
Yeah,
And
all
the
of it.
werewolves and stuff, that was because the rye
Teen wolf.
flour had or got fungus in it, and they were all tripping BALLS.
Okay, you can say that, Snarky. You can say that, and that's very possible. That's very possible in Europe, but we didn't have that in the United States. But yet we still have the same legends of the werewolf or wolfman or whatever over here.
Not lots of
And
sponsor though.
and
That's
if you
just
go all the
some-
way back to Egypt, they had dogman type creatures as their gods.
Yeah. Yeah, see,
That's
I mean,
what
there's
cats-
references to that and mermaids and everything else all the way back through. So all of the strange cryptid creatures that we have in our zeitgeist, they're there because
I love that.
our ancestors supposedly saw that stuff, and it scared them good enough to make sure we all remembered it this far.
You
We'll
know,
just never
we
know.
live in a modern society, and we think we know everything, but a
Right.
lot can
Oh,
happen.
yeah.
A lot can happen on a planet in 1,000 years. Things can really
Yep.
change. In
Absolutely.
5,000 years,
I
mean,
things
like,
can change even
Look at
more.
octopus
In
and stuff. They're-
13,000 years, imagine how much things could change. It's been 65 million years since the dinosaurs died.
Yeah.
And
I
in
don't
that
know, man.
65
I see
million,
birds. They're
listen to what I'm
pretty
saying. In that 65 million years, 1 million years, any civilization of anything could have arose and been destroyed. And they could be remnants of that society still in
Right.
existence
And
somewhere
rare.
today. In
Right.
65
Or none at all,
a lot can
but they
happen.
still existed.
I mean, the dinosaurs
Yeah.
are an urban legend in itself, pretty much. You know, like we don't really
Look,
know.
yeah.
T-Rex arms.
Well, okay, this is not an urban legend, and Chance, if you don't mind looking this up for me,
Oh, hold on. Let me get there. Sorry.
it's okay. I was just gonna
What
ask
you-
if
what you need me to do.
I need
I'm
you
right
to
here.
look up. I need you to look up murders in Yuba City, Juan Corona,
How the heck do you spell Yuba City?
YUBACITY. This is where I live.
Yuba
This is where
City.
the chickens came from.
Yuba
Yeah.
City murder.
Allegedly. Okay.
Juan
Yuba City murders.
Corona.
I got it.
Juan Corona.
There it is. Juan Corona. What a scary looking dude. Let me
Okay,
pull it.
can you-
I'll show his
can you
picture on
read
the
that?
screen.
I'm gonna look it
Please,
up. Too.
Yeah.
and then please read that.
Will you let?
Wait.
Can you saw while I pull up his picture while I read it? Because you got to see this guy.
What's
Yeah.
it called again? YUBA.
YUBA.
He's an ugly.
CITY.
I got it. Okay, I'm ready. Oh God. Wait a
So-
second. Let me get right when I said that. Hold on. Let me upload. I got the picture. Okay. What she's talking about is this character. It's uploading right now. This guy. All right. Look at that.
Ooh.
Ah!
He's got one eye
He
higher
looks
than the
messed
other.
up. He looks a little
That's like a
messed up.
Shannon
Okay,
Doherty thing right
I
there.
want you
Dr.
guys to know
Soul.
the story of Juan Corona.
That
me do
guy. Bless his heart.
Serial killer.
Okay, so
Okay.
Go
he
ahead.
lived-
February.
February.
Chance, please read the story.
Yeah, he lived from February 7th, 1934. Thankfully, he's dead. He died March
So
4th,
25
2019.
People? My
He
God.
died at the age of 85 on March 4th, 2019. Now, he was a Mexican serial killer convicted of the murders of 25 migrant farm workers
Jesus
found
Christ.
buried in peach orchards along the Feather River in Sutter County, California in 1971.
That's my
He
county.
killed him with a machete?
No. He chopped them up
Ah.
and he whacked them up into pieces and buried them in orchards. They don't know
Ew.
how many bodies there are out there because
Nice
there
guy.
were so many
Yeah.
pieces. They only found parts.
I
and
was
pieces.
talking about UFOs. That was fun.
Wait, did he
And
kill
they
one
I mean,
And
did he
person?
die in prison?
He
He's
lasted
so
till
great.
age
I'll get
85?
to it. He's so great. They named a beer after him.
Stop it.
Oh, stop, Chance.
What?
So Chance,
Juan
TD,
Corona. Yeah.
so TD, will you look up the story of Juan Corona and read it to us?
Yes,
He's so
of course.
evil, they
So do you want
named
it
a
from like the
virus
New York
after him.
Times article?
And make her big if you don't mind while she's reading.
Well,
You
can
know,
you
Chance.
remove the picture?
Yes, sir.
Chance,
I'm-
he's so evil.
Oh,
He's so
remember
evil.
the-
Yes,
remember the-
ma'am.
I got you.
You
There.
wanted me to read the New
When
York
did I
Times
become
article?
a boy? Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
He promoted you.
Hey, he was
I
quite a
know.
looker back in the day. I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he
so-
was.
So
If you want to share, you can share screen if you need to.
Oh, well, I'm on my laptop and then I'm filming with my phone. So, I mean, it's up to you,
Okay.
but I could like turn it around. But
Yeah.
it just says Juan Corona, who joined the grim pantheon of America's serial killers, was convicted of slaughtering 25 migrant workers and burying them on farms near his home in Sacramento Valley in California. His victims were luckless drifters who moved from farm to farm, scratching out a bare existence in the valley's orchards, grooves, and vineyards. No one seemed to miss the fruit tramps, they called them.
Oh no! No!
Hello?
She hit the wrong button.
TD. Okay, wait.
I don't know the
TD.
story, so
What's that, Limey?
I don't know the story.
Limey, can you help us look up some stuff?
There she is.
Weird. I don't
Okay.
know.
Limey,
There she is. You're back. You're
Why did
back.
you kick me off? That's weird. Probably because I'm talking about
Nobody
it.
kicked you
No,
off.
I'm really sorry, Tommy.
No, he did it. He's up in heaven. Or no, he's not.
Limey, can you also look up some stuff about Juan Corona and see if you can find anything interesting?
Okay,
Yeah,
so he
sure.
said that.
I'm dying, Limey.
It said the digging went on for days after. So the killings came to light after a peach farmer spotted a fresh hole in one of his orchards near Yuba City on May 19th, 1971. When he returned to investigate later that day, the hole had been filled in. Suspicious, the farmer called the Sutter County Sheriff's Office, and deputies dug up the body of a man. He had been stabbed in the chest and had been split open. A search of the orchards in the vicinity revealed other graves, some freshly dug, some made weeks before. The digging went on for days until 25 corpses had been unearthed. The victims ranged in age from about 40 to mid-60s. All had been hacked and stabbed. One had been shot as well. Store receipts and bank deposit slips found in some of the graves were linked to Mr. Corona, a stocky man in his late 30s who was described in 1971 as a Mexican-born resident alien. As a licensed labor contractor, he'd recruited field hands from bars and other places where migrant workers gathered. His wife sometimes cooked for them. That's nice. Mr. Corona was convicted twice, the second trial having been ordered because of incompetent representation at first. He looks like he's completely deranged in this picture. Hold on, let me show you this. This is him in his court trial. You can see it.
It's like a Red Bull.
Oops. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinda.
You're outside.
Looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red Bull.
Mr. Corona maintained his innocence for years. Then, at a parole hearing on December 5th of 2011, he admitted his crimes, apparently for the first time in public during a parole hearing. He was reported to have confessed before to a prison psychologist. Asked if he knew why he was in prison, Mr. Corona replied, "Well, I commit all those dead persons, 25. When asked why he killed them, he gave a rambling answer in which the victims were winos and creeps and had been trespassing. It was the closest he ever came to saying why he did it. Prosecutors never offered a motive. With a wife, Gloria, and 4 young daughters, Juan Vallejo Corona seemed like an unlikely killer, but had trouble in his past. A flood that killed dozens of people in Sutter County in late 1955 had apparently left him unhinged, convinced that the people around him were the ghosts of those who had drowned. So he's probably psychotic. A half-brother committed him to a mental hospital early 1956. He was released months later, undergoing electroshock treatments for schizophrenia. For a time, he seemed to have a stable life, working his way up from farm laborer to labor contractor, and he went to church. Yet he was known to be quick-tempered and a brooder. In March 1970, he began another months-long stay in a mental hospital. The next year, with increasing mechanization hurting his business, he applied for welfare. When his application was denied, he flew into a rage, a welfare official recalled. That's a weird random fact. Then came the horrific discoveries in the orchards and the ensuing trails, which had elements of farce as well as horror and cost the taxpayers millions of dollars. The first trial began on September 11th, 1972 in
What a
Solano.
date. 9/11. Sorry.
Yeah, I know, right? East of
So-
San Francisco.
I am no longer impressed by peaches anymore, just so you guys know.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
our
so-
number one fruit here in
It's-
Georgia peaches.
It said in the
Not
courtroom, the
anymore.
defendant's wife
Not
shouted, "Good
anymore."
luck, Juan." And one of Mr. Corona's sisters was later arrested, charged with obstructing entrance to the courthouse by lying down outside of it and refusing to move. The trial was embarrassing for both sides. Prosecutors were found to have misplaced or mishandled evidence, and forensic tests that ought to have been done early were delayed. At one point, the prosecutor improperly suggested that Mr. Corona's refusal to testify suggested he was guilty. Now, we all know that's against, our basic human rights, constitutional rights. The judge, who repeatedly expressed dismay at the prosecutor's performance, reminded the jury that the burden of proof rested totally on the prosecution. Mr. Corona was convicted on January 18th, 1973, and sentenced to life in prison. He didn't get the death penalty?
No.
Not in that state at that time.
Oh, okay.
There was a time when there just wasn't any death penalty. and then it came back.
Okay, gotcha.
Look
So-
at the Manson. Look at the Manson family. They just rotted in prison.
I can tell you that the stories that go around town here is that he would dress as a woman and he would tell them.
Yes, it just says that right there.
Yes, he would dress
Uh-huh.
as a woman and he would go out to the orchards at night and tell them to come get their checks. And then he would kill them and then keep their checks.
So it says a defense lawyer suggested that the real killer was the half brother, Natividad Corona, who he described as an aggressive homosexual. He was an ideal scapegoat. He had owned a saloon where a customer was found in the bathroom one night in February 1970 with slashes on his head and face. And by the time Juan Corona's second trial, his brother had returned to Mexico and could not be located. So no one was ever charged with the saloon incident, although the victim sued Natividad, whatever his name is, Corona, and was awarded $250,000. And it is not known whether he collected. Convicted again, Juan Corona was resentenced again in the second trial to life in prison, where he deteriorated mentally and physically, but lasted until 85. A decade earlier, on December 1st, 1973, he suffered more than 30 wounds and lost his left eye when another inmate stabbed him in a prison hospital.
Oh my gosh, this is getting better.
At a parole
Yes.
hearing in 2011, Mr. Corona often wandered into near incoherence. He told of being the 9th of 10 children born to a couple in Jalisco, Mexico in 1934, coming to the U.S. illegally and being sent back to Mexico, then returning to the States legally after his brother had settled in California. Asked if he felt remorse, Mr. Corona gave a meandering answer, then said, "So I went and bought the machete and said, okay, I just started killing when I had to kill those people one by one." At another point, he said he must have been sick in his thinking.
Yeah.
Corona was denied parole. Surprise,
there.
surprise.
Cause see, when you are up for parole, and if you feel like, and you have always said you are not guilty, but then it comes time for you to come up for parole, you have to say you're guilty whether you believe you're guilty or not, because they are not going to give you parole unless you tell them the horrible stuff you did and how you take responsibility.
Like Shawshank Redemption, when he's finally really
Oh,
honest.
poop.
Right.
There's
Oh,
just speculation that there may be more victims lying undiscovered among the orchards. That's scary, and I'd have to move. And the bodies of 14 of his known victims were never claimed. 4 were never identified. That's sad. Really sad.
Wow. You read that really well.
Thanks. Thanks.
It's why I asked TD to read
Here's
it.
a quick question, real quick. Hey, Chance, here's one for you.
Okay.
Does the fertilizer you use on peaches affect the way they taste?
Is that a joke?
What? They use on pizza fertilizer?
Does the fertilizer you put on peach orchards affect the way the peaches taste?
Oh, fertilizer you put on peach orchards. I've never grown a peach. I can't answer that question. I was going to mention the missing and murdered black children, though. That was a mystery with Wayne Williams. He didn't commit all those murders. That was a big.
Hold on, Chance. Let's finish with Juan Corona.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
jump into the next one.
Before you guys finish, I'm gonna say good night. I have to head out. It was
Okay,
nice
Tim.
visiting
Good night,
with everyone and seeing everyone and
Bye, TV. Other people.
for a change up close. Very nice.
Good night, Army.
We'll see you later, Navy.
I'll be looking
I
for your
hope you
videos,
feel
man.
better.
Thank you.
All righty. Good night,
I
everyone.
do.
Thanks for sharing the
Bye.
UFO footage.
Did
Yeah,
you
man.
guys ever hear of Pete Holmes, the comedian? Because he has this bit about how this guy Juan, this is an example of a guy Juan having a soccer game where they won the championship, but Juan didn't know about it yet. So he's like, Juan, we won one, Juan. Juan, we won.
Yeah, I've heard
We
that. Let me know when I
Okay.
talk about Wayne Williams.
Okay, I want to. When TD's done, I asked Limey to also look up some stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't want to leave out anything.
Absolutely
but-
not. I'm being a big
So-
mic hog. Go
It's
ahead.
okay. So this is where I live. This is the what we hear all the time about. Oh well, don't step out at night. You might find a Juan Corona. Like it's always been a thing in my town. So when I was telling you guys about my friend that walked through the orchard, that was the orchard she walked through.
Oh, yikes. So that the like bodies might be cut up in the soil and like growing in the
Yeah.
tree, stuff like that.
Hey, Polly.
Hey, Polly.
That's gonna have some energy for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was like, well, what orchard did you walk through? Then she told me. And I was
Yep.
like, oh.
Stay away from that orchard. That's a corona orchard.
Yeah.
We don't,
I was like, don't walk through that orchard. That's one
Ever.
of the,
And
we
don't
call
walk-
it Blood Alley.
don't walk in the
I
dark.
bet
by
you
yourself
do.
either.
I've got like 100 inappropriate Corona jokes I could tell.
Oh. So we
This is
say,
None of them I
family
can
show.
tell on this channel.
so we all
Fact.
try to avoid the Blood Alley orchards.
Yes.
Like we don't go by them.
Because just the dark energy there could be,
Yeah.
you know, just.
But then the what you're reading, there was more bodies found.
I'm sure.
Lots more
How,
pieces
how
of
can
You
you
are
go
bodies.
to
not
the store
found
and
that
eat
weren't
local
there.
pizza?
Well, they found like pieces of bone, and they knew it was
Oh.
it was different because of the DNA, but they can't identify actually how many bodies were buried in that orchard.
And think about the families over in Mexico that are like, what happened to our loved one? They'll never know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because 4 are identified, like they're nobody. That's so sad, you know?
Oh, Jeff just said good night. He texted me. He said good night. You.
Yeah, he said that like an hour ago.
Yeah, I know, but then he just texted me. That was the little Samantha tinkle tinkle tink you heard. So
Oh,
Yeah, and there's going to be the 60th anniversary of Bewitched coming up. I'm going to do a Podblast about it, celebrating
all
60
right,
years of Bewitched.
cool.
Yeah.
So
I love that show.
Limey, did you find anything more additional information,
Well,
interesting information?
No, well, I mean, aside from the judicial system seems to have been a complete mess.
Being like
Um,
messing up like completely on both sides. Yeah.
That's why I wanted TD to read the original one
mm,
because TD works at a penitentiary, and I was like, TD, this is
He
going to be
is a
right up your alley.
Even though
Mm.
it's medium to minimal. Like I mean, it's like not the severity. There's no. I mean, there's lifers there, but there's not like.
listen,
there are.
it's only semi maybe the bad people, maybe who knows,
Well,
whatever.
no,
something.
they've worked their way up like to good. There's like an honors program. There really is.
Hi,
There-
Polly.
I believe you.
yeah,
So-
he had a history of mental illness and
believe it.
diagnosed
Yeah.
with possible paranoid schizophrenia. But yeah, I was scanning a longer article, but apart from gruesome details, it's pretty much things that have been mentioned
So-
before.
And mental health wise, sometimes a traumatic event can wake the psychotic monster, so to speak. So like those when there was
Yeah.
a flood, that could have been enough for PTSD to kind of settle, and that's when
And it seems like essentially violence in another family member as well. So, yeah, like I say, sort of, there seems to have been various issues with the trial. There was like retrials and stuff, and
and plus back then like DNA evidence wasn't so easy to discover or identify, you know.
So it really was his gay brother
Yeah, he owned a saloon, whatever that means. Yeah.
that did all that.
No, no. They don't know. He's in Mexico, like just living off the grid, I guess now. So they wanted to use him as
He
a scapegoat
disappeared?
to say that the brother did a lot of the killings, but he probably didn't. Aggressive
Wow.
homosexual. It's almost an oxymoron, you know. Like,
Well, it's like the fictional Herman Bates, Norman Bates. I was about to say Herman Bates, Herman Munster. No, Norman Bates. Yeah,
Well, people
who
haven't
might have grown
heard.
up to be Norman Bates.
that he
You know-
wasn't real, but yeah.
I mean, Juan Corona wasn't some, like serial killer like that people heard about. Like,
Yeah, but
Ripper.
why haven't we heard about him? Well, that's
Exactly.
still a mystery sometimes too, though. Like a lot of
and
stuff.
I wanted to bring it up because my whole life living here.
Oh yeah, you
That's
probably
all
locked the
you
doors because of Juan. Like just like snarky with like closing your blinds because of like the Luke Road, whatever, you know.
Hi, Polly.
Yay!
And along came Polly.
Hey, you just missed it.
Guys,
How are you?
Yay! You're safe. I knew that. I've been checking up on you that day, that Sunday, with BBB. She gave me the good news that you're okay. Your boy.
hey, Polly.
Hi, Polly.
Don't worry,
Funny.
Jams. I got the
you are the sweetest. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I just got. Oh my God.
You're fine.
Well, I'm just glad that your figure was solved.
The bewitched
All right,
noise.
so Limey was telling us
That's me.
No, like I say, there was nothing pretty much that I managed to find out other than what you guys were saying. So not a great deal. Just more details, really, of the things discussed. So.
Right. But I thought it was funny that his ex-wife was like, "Good luck, Juan," like yelling out the courtroom. Why is that even included in the New York Post article? It's really funny. Good luck, dude. Like, like glad she didn't get killed.
And that she even cooked for some of these people.
I know, or cooked them. I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Jeffrey Dahmer style, right? Jeffrey Dahmer stew.
But he had 4
Hi,
girls.
Jesse
That's
James.
Scary. That's scary
Right.
to know what kind of father he was to 4 girls.
Yeah. Hi, Jesse.
Well, have you guys heard about the Wayne Williams case in Atlanta?
Wait, you mean the Wade Wilson?
Wayne Williams.
Oh no.
He was apparently a self-loathing African American who killed black boys exclusively in the Atlanta, Georgia area and disposed of their bodies. But there's some speculation there might have been a copycat killer.
Really?
And there was also speculation that he was in the CIA, Wayne Williams, who was charged, was convicted. And it was a horrible thing. In the late 70s, between 1979 and 1981, there was a local television show created called The Georgia Gang to give updates on the case, a weekly news program here in Atlanta, Georgia area, half hour. And Wendigo, I saw that in the chat. We'll get to Wendigo in a minute. But
imagine being the mom of all those boys, like a mom of a black child, like in that time. Imagine
we all were scared.
Right,
we were all scared. It didn't matter about race. I mean, we felt really bad in the Atlanta area for these victims. And it was a terrifying thing. Now, I'm going to tell you a quick thing about some DJs that got fired, justifiably so, for making a joke out of the whole thing. Ross and Wilson on Z93, a rock station. It was more of a pop station. 96 Rock, WKLS was the rock station in town. Long story short, morning show, kind of not really shock jocks, but they did a shocking thing. They said, okay, we're going to dedicate this next song to the missing and murdered black children. And they played Queen's Another One Bites the Dust.
Oh, dear God.
Which was a hit song at the time. Terrible thing. Yeah. They got fired instantly, and a guy named Steve McCoy replaced them on Z93.
Hey, so what did I just get back into?
Sarah, since you're bragging about the buttons, do something. Take me off big, please.
Take me off big.
You got the same powers I have.
I know, but I got bacon now.
Use the power.
Is that bacon?
Yeah, bacon. I got bacon.
Who made it? Did your mama make it?
My mommy made me bacon. Yeah.
It's not bacon, fake bacon.
No, homemade's great. I just trying to determine if it's from a restaurant or was it homemade. That's good.
Yeah, it's mommy homemade bacon restaurant in the kitchen, just outside the door.
Sorry, TD. TD doesn't eat meat.
All right,
That's
Polly.
okay.
So are
It
you?
could be bacon.
Neither does Limey.
TD. Yeah, but Limey eats ketchup and peas, so he doesn't count.
I heard Limey eats wombats. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, square poop.
Judgment Day's been chomping the bit. Talk about the Wendigo. Wendigo.
What? No, I want to hear about Crossroad Blues or whatever.
Okay.
I do.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who's talking about
Did we get
Crossroads
Judgment Day
Blues?
on here? How do we do that? I don't have the power.
What is it?
Judgment Day was talking about this urban legend called Crossroad Blues or something like that.
Okay.
But I don't know how to
Google
like.
it.
So look it up. Crossroads
Okay.
Blues.
Okay, I will.
Google
Judgment
it.
Day. Can you drop us any links or anything and tell us?
I think the Crossroad Blues thing is about that guy who went to the crossroads and made a deal with the devil so he could play
You
a
mean
guitar.
Bones, Bugs, and Harmony?
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's
That's
kind of
the
like
only
the
thing I
devil
know
went
about
down to
Crossroads.
Georgia.
Blues.
I
God dang,
agree.
this bacon is so good. Oh man.
So I think that
Holy hell.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, it's like the devil went down to Georgia, isn't it? But for blues.
yeah.
Oh man. That bacon is
I thought it was
God.
like
You should stop using your soul, TD.
Oh no, it's like the Robert doll. Darn it.
There was some black blues guitar player in the 1920s.
What he
He
did.
went down to the crossroads.
Robert Johnson.
Sold it. Yeah, okay. Good. Starkey's so smart.
Yeah.
She just
Uh-huh.
amazing.
No, that's what just came up. Yeah, Robert Johnson.
I know the details, but I can't remember the names. But anyway, he sold his soul to the devil for 7 years of being the best guitar player on earth, and he went on to be famous. But on that 7th year, he died.
Oh.
Yep.
devil got his soul.
Hey,
So do you guys? I was talking to Jim, the cameraman, last week because I was in Outer Banks and he lives in North Carolina, and he was talking about like I guess at the one island the famous pirate. What is his name? Blackbeard pirate.
Blackbeard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's some crazy stuff. I read about that. That is like just he was evil. Why are you laughing? Do you not know about it? Why are you laughing?
Yeah, something that Dan and I were talking about earlier. No, it's fine.
Oh, you were talking about it too?
No, something
They're having
else, Dan.
I think a private conversation, I guess. I don't know.
Blackbeard though. Were you talking about that?
No, it was something from last Thursday. Yeah, Thursday.
Well, it's not Blackbeard, so eat your baby.
She's in La La Land.
I'm not.
Soylent Green is really made from people, just so you know.
You weren't there, so
Soylent Green is people. You got to do it like Charlton Heston, TD.
Oh my God.
Green is people.
No, not again.
That's a good film.
Just like the end of Planet of the Apes had that great shock ending. Charlton Heston in a couple films. Omega Man, Last Man on Earth. Sorry, he did a lot of good stuff.
So James, you should look up the Robert doll.
Yeah.
Well,
Blackbeard, his name was Edward Teach, his actual name.
Yep.
Who was Blackbeard? He's scary. He's scary. He looks really, 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 really mean.
Bye, man. Argentina.
Yeah, because didn't he?
I mean, pirates in general. Ew, gross.
Come to his end in
No, I got
South
some
Carolina or Virginia or that kind of area.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, and I guess his body's there because they beheaded him and kept the skull so they could use it as like a symbol, and then they just disposed of his body in the sea.
Yeah.
So Judgment Day says that crossroads are demons are like devilish genies. They grant you a wish, but eventually take your soul.
Right.
Interesting.
Like this guy. Just like this guy did.
Yeah. So is that when he lost his eye in prison?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if prison is what screwed his face up so bad.
Yeah, but he lasted until 85. Like, talk about not fair. You know?
You suffer from prison phase.
Well, you can bet he wasn't having a good time.
Well,
yeah, no.
And same with Dahmer. They say, on my family show, what took him out? A broomstick up the rear
Boo,
end.
boo, boo, boo.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
There's a hole, there's
my
a
turn yet?
Hey, Dan, what do you have to say?
How'd that feel, Dahmer?
That's the second time I said that.
Never heard anyone say that until you did, Chance.
So how did Dahmer die? Did he get the death penalty?
He got killed in prison. A guy shoved a broomstick up his rear
Wait,
end.
that's
Come on, man.
Can you die with it?
Yeah, I guess. Internal organ damage. I don't want to find out, really.
Stop it, Chance. Stop it.
Okay.
Anyways, this is what I decided. My life has gone in the opposite direction of where I
Somebody
wanted to
mute
go.
Chance for me real quick.
A teaser is not a way to die, I don't think.
He got hammered.
Greetings from South Carolina.
Greetings.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Hey.
I'm talk for 5 minutes or so, and then I'm going to shut up. But I've been sitting quietly, man. I hadn't been able to get a word in edgewise tonight too much. Everybody's been wide open.
You got to
But
fight
that's
for
cool.
it. You got
That's
to
cool
get in
because
there.
I've been sick. That's cool because I've been sick and hadn't really felt like talking too much. But, I thought it was going to be urban legends and creepy Bigfoots and monsters and stuff. I didn't know we were going to go with true crime and have all this real stuff.
Well, Robert the Doll's urban legend, for sure.
Well, I mean, it's unsolved mysteries and urban legends.
Yeah. And for a while, the Corona stuff wasn't unsolved either. Till it was solved.
So I only got one story about, real quick, about the killers and the murderers and all that horrible stuff. But around back in the 1980s, I was a bad boy. And
no, you made bad choices. You weren't a bad boy. It's different.
Yeah, and I was partying
like
really
25
hard.
bad choices with peach trees involved, or
Hey, we're going to talk through my little...
sorry.
Sheesh. I'm talking. Sheesh. Sheesh. And I partied real hard, and I was driving real fast, and the police got behind me. And I had this new car, and it was an IROC, and it was really fast. So I went all Dukes of Hazzard and I outrun the police car, and I felt really cool. But they got my tag number, and when I got home, they were waiting on me in the front yard, and they took me to jail. I was young, and it was my first time in jail. And they put me in county jail. And when they put me in county jail, they put me in a 2-man cell because apparently if you run from the law, you're a monster. But it was so funny. They put me in the room with this guy who had come to court for some kind of something to do with, he had been tried, he had been convicted for being a serial killer, but they brought him back to court for some technicality, something to do with his trial, you know, like to plead on another charge kind of thing.
Well, you were a minor? Were you a minor?
And this guy's name was Pee Wee Gaskins. And if you Google him, you'll find that he was a South Carolina serial killer. And that was my only little story or run-in with somebody who was a bad guy like that, you know.
That you
They put you in a cell with that guy.
That I know of. But that's not what I'm going to talk about because I wasn't prepared to talk about all that. Or I would have done more research into the guy I spent 8 hours in a cell with one day.
Good grief.
Good grief.
But
yeah,
the only charge I got that day was failure to stop for a blue light, you know. I guess I was a bad boy.
No, you learned your lesson.
Well, I wouldn't say all that. I lost my license later on for still not stopping for another blue light. I wouldn't say all that. I have a driver now.
Good.
They find it best that I don't operate a motor vehicle for some reason.
Me too.
Explain that to Sarah. But they don't let me drive cars no more. But anyway, I want to talk about an urban legend. Back before South Carolina was even a state, the Cherokee Indians here, they had a horrible legend about a werewolf, what you call a dog man, that would terrorize the Indians. And it goes back hundreds of years before settlers came. Well, anyway, when settlers came, they colonized South Carolina, and they had trouble with the thing they called a werewolf or a wolf man. But then it went away. For years and years and years, nobody saw the wolf man. Nobody saw the dog man or whatever this thing was, this legend, right? But around about 1940, in Anderson, South Carolina, and you can look it up because the newspaper is full of articles from the 1940s about this. There was a series of so-called werewolf attacks in Anderson, South Carolina. There's actually 2 or 3 videos about this on YouTube, and you can check them out. They're on a channel called the Anderson County Library.
So that's where you get your news. That's why you're so current.
Says you.
Wow, believe werewolf may have strayed down from the mountains.
You know, like we have werewolves in the mountains in South Carolina, you know. But these are actual clips from Walhalla, South Carolina, about an alleged werewolf in the 1940s or a so-called dog man terrorizing the town of Anderson. They were deaths. They were animal mutilations. They were posses. And it was a big event in the 1940s.
Wow.
So for all these people to think Dog Man is a modern thing that's come out since the Beast of Bray Road or some of the Michigan Dog Man reports, know that in South Carolina, we've had Dog Man and werewolf reports. They actually go back to before South Carolina was a state. So that's kind of interesting to me, and it's something I've always studied.
Well, those dog men that I was talking about earlier with the footmen and stuff, they were from just they were up like from whatever the heck it is past the United States on that coast, up higher, up further north. Isn't that's where they were seeing those
Canada?
things right there? Yeah,
Well,
that Canada place.
Now
Canada.
let me finish off my part with a story that will blow your mind.
Mind
Now
blown.
this really happened. I swear to God on the Bible. God strike me down before all these people if I'm lying.
Don't do that. I don't want to see
This
that.
really happened. I was sitting at home one day, chilling out with the grandkids, and I get a phone call. And my brother tells me that some repairmen doing a job behind a local store on an electrical box had seen what they called a werewolf in the woods. It was late afternoon, getting close to dark. And this had happened like 10 minutes ago because the guys freaked out and called the cops. And I have family who are police officers. And so I got a call immediately. So I jumped in the car with my driver and took off down there. I arrived 15 minutes after they said they saw it. I talked to the people who said they saw it. They described a giant werewolf type creature like from the movie The Howling. And I was like kind of in disbelief, because I'd heard legends from the 1940s, but I'd never heard nothing like that recently around in my area. But I went out through the woods and kind of looked around and found some really weird footprints. And I believe I spent 4 hours out in them woods going through, looking around, trying to find evidence or a creature or something. And I was giving up for the day. I had been in the woods. I was hot. I was tired. I didn't bring water, and I'd had enough. And I started walking out, and I was headed back to the area we had parked in to catch my ride. And as I come up and cover this hill, I looked, and beside this tree, upright like a man stands, leaning against a tree, but not leaning like with his arm on it, like stretched out like a man would, but up with like dog type claws, looking like a dog chases a squirrel up a tree. That's the way it was up against the tree. And I saw this thing. And dude, this thing, I've always heard dog man, or werewolf. This did not look like a dog man or the typical werewolf to me. This thing looked like the thing from American Werewolf in London, like a giant mutant werewolf, like some kind of wolf from the past, a cryptid. And just when I come up over the hill and looked at it, I was like, the F word, and it dropped down on all fours and it took off, and it ran.
Wow.
It ran, dude. It ran. It's so freaking fast. Within 8 seconds, it was gone and out of sight. 100 yards easy. Boom. And to this day, I don't know what I saw. I'm not saying I saw a dog man because it didn't look like a dog man, but it did look like some type of mutant wolf, some type of creature from somewhere else. A monster to me, you know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people out there are going to say he's full of shit. They're going to say, oh, no. I'm sorry. But they're going to say no. They're going to say, no, he's full of it. No, this didn't happen. No, I don't believe you. Well, guess what? I was making YouTube videos when this happened, and I had the camera on. And if you want to see the video, it's called Palmetto Dog Man, and it's on my channel, and it's on YouTube.
That's
Yeah, I think
It's also
you
good
know
fiction.
what to see.
It's also good.
Just listen to
It's
your
also
instinct.
been, it's also been
true.
featured on Paranormal Caught on Camera and NVTV, so you can check that out.
I'm going to look at it.
Nice.
Ollie, what were you saying?
That it's so true what you're saying. When you listen to your instincts and you just know what you're seeing or feeling, it's like something else. And when someone hasn't seen or felt something like related, they just take it like a crazy story. But stigma is still huge, and the fact that people hasn't seen it or felt it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So just stick to your instincts think that your story is just amazing. I'm just
You see, well, that's just it.
love
Some
it.
people have just a story, but I'm not just a storyteller. I'm a YouTuber, which usually means I've got a camera running. So if something happens,
Yeah.
I usually can't try to catch it on camera. You can't have a video
Right.
about something happening if you ain't got a camera running. So 90% of the time,
Yeah.
I got 2 cameras sitting right beside me just in case something happens while I'm on here. You know?
Was the circus in town at the time? I'm
Excuse me?
serious. I'm not being the smartest. Was the circus in town, or was there? Could it have been like the bearded lady, or you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm
No,
just,
no, and there was no animals escaped from the circus or nothing like that
Okay.
happened. I did
Okay.
check.
that's cool. Well, I
But
believe it
what
could have
I-
been an alien being from outer space. You never
I'm
know.
just saying, to me, what I saw was exactly what you would call a dire wolf, an ancient wolf species. And I can see how people seeing this ancient wolf species would mistake it for a dog man if they caught it up like it was chasing a squirrel up a tree or something.
That's a good thought.
People said it was something standing by that tree that looked like a werewolf.
You know, everybody, I'm gonna have to call it a night. I got 2 shows to do tomorrow.
Later. We enjoyed you. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
And I'll see you tomorrow on our show.
Yes, that's what
All
I was
right.
Yeah, Sarah, talk about that. So, what's going on with Thrash? He's not doing his
Sarah,
weekly.
on the screen to say goodbye and let her tell you about the show.
Yeah,
Okay.
She does it better than me.
she's
Okay.
taking over Thrash's show.
No. Okay. First off, I'll be on The Unapologetic Geek, 10 a.m. my time. So I'll be there. So I got to get to sleep. And then after that, Pons is going to start doing his regular trivia show every other week. And then we're going to, in that slot, finally, after 300 years, 6 months and 70,000 minutes, getting the thing that Dan and Pons that I wanted to do years ago, the show together. So the only time Pons could do it was every other Sunday during his normal time slot. So I was like, fine, good, we'll do that. So
Is he going to be raw? Will Thrash be raw, or is this going to be family oriented content?
We're gonna have to be kind of nice on it because it's gonna be on Thrash's channel.
He keeps
That's so
it
cool.
family friendly, I think.
Yeah, I can hold some. I know it's crazy, right?
No, I'm not, honey. I'm not attacking you. I'm just trying to understand, is all. Because I mean, I've never heard the guy cuss. Does he ever cuss on other channels? Talking
Oh
about-
yeah, but not on camera.
Interesting.
I've heard a few things.
Well, rest up, Sarah. It's gonna be a big day, but remember, less is more.
So,
For
right?
some things.
There's that too. But yeah, I got a jet, guys. Sorry.
Sleep well.
Bye.
We
I'm
love
gonna
you.
go.
Bye, Sarah.
Charlotte,
See you later, Sarah.
say bye, Charlotte.
Fine. Okay, well, I'll just hurry up and leave then. Where's the exit button?
All right, I'm gonna go now.
I
Okay,
am.
bye,
Just remember
guys.
how to
I'll see you
exit
next
this.
week.
Stop my sting. Here we go.
BBB, thank you for having me,
appreciate-
and congrats to your super, super awesome accomplishment. And I
Well,
hope
hey,
you
you guys
enjoy
are
it.
all part of it. Thank you,
Thank
TD.
you. Thank
You
you too. Love you guys. I'll see you next week for sure.
All right.
See you later,
Bye.
Julie.
Bye. Bye.
All right. Does anybody else on panel have anything to talk about urban legend, stories, things they've experienced or that they've heard?
Nope, I
Well-
just know that I don't know.
You don't know?
I just know that I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Can you say again what next week
There
told
is
me
this
about?
urban legend in Mexico, and the proof is that we hear it also in Colombia, and it's about maybe the best way to translate it is like the crying woman. And so in Spanish,
broke up.
the
Crying
name
wolf? I'm sorry.
Polly, you're
crying-
breaking up.
Is it the Polly?
Breaking up.
Polly, you say crying wolf? Is that what you said?
Crying woman.
Okay. Sorry. Couldn't hear.
But I can't hear her either. She's breaking up. But she said the crying woman.
Okay, let's see if you can
It
hear
sounds
me.
like a loose
Just
cable.
yeah, it sounds like a loose cable.
Let's try again. Can you hear me now better?
There's still static and some breakage.
Okay. I will go out and come again
Okay.
in a second. Love you. So
Okay.
It's not your
All
fault. No.
right. So I would like to ask the panel while Polly dips out and comes back. Do you guys have any channels that you would like me to feature as the featured channel next week? Any?
How about
like,
Corey's
small-
comedy channel? Or have you
think we
just
should
done that?
I've done him, but it was really long time ago. I think we should do him again.
Good. Well, that's my vote. If anyone else wants to chime in, I don't want to,
Yeah.
it's not my decision. That's just my
Yeah,
suggestion.
we'll surprise him. We'll surprise him and be like, "Hey, Corey,
He'll love it. He'll
coming
love
for
it.
you."
He promotes everyone else. It's time he gets some recognition.
So my goal was to hit 75,000 by the end of month, August. And it was so close to the wire because today's the last day. And I woke up this morning or this evening, I should say, because I was at work so late. And I look at my phone and I'm like, I did it.
Congratulations.
That is awesome.
We're 25 away from a play button, guys. So if we get a play button, I want to somehow do something where one of us I hold up the play button and we put all of us in the boxes. So we're all part of the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
I want to
That's
include
good.
all of you guys.
Well, congratulations. That's so amazing.
Thanks. Well, my watch hours are really low, but we're getting there. We're working at it. I'm going to start doing some members only live streams. I think I'm going to do some personal one-on-one like member lives, and those will be interesting. I'll go around town and show different little things or spend time with my community. Thank you, Wajamin. You're amazing, Wajamin. Oh, I wanted to do this for Wajamin again because, Wajamin's always here, stays all the way till the end, always supports all of us up here on panel, always dropping everybody's link. So I like to say.
Oh,
My little things I do for my peeps. I love Wajamin and Music Fun, etc. Esmeralda, all of you guys, you're just such amazing mods and help so much in the chat. And we're just keep growing. We're just going to keep meeting new people, bringing them in, and keep growing. And eventually, our little group, we're going to get out there. We will. We'll get noticed somewhere.
It's good to have goals, and you're crushing your goals.
Well, you guys are all part of my goals. You're all coming with me.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I got you with me. Like we're a team.
I was looking for a copyright-free thing, I can't find anything right now on the fly, just to celebrate your 75K. Oh, well. I was trying to find something that would not be an issue to really mark the event, but oh, well.
Give me a
Seems like
second. Let
everything's
me
an
see.
issue on YouTube now.
What's that?
It seems
Danny?
like everything's an issue on YouTube now.
I didn't have an issue yesterday. I had one with Facebook Live, but I've already talked about it. Facebook.
They're
gave me-
copyrighting me for showing my own stuff.
Okay, I got it. Chance, are you ready?
Yeah. I like that. I was thinking something with fireworks, though.
I don't think I have anything with fireworks.
You're hot. That'll work.
BBB, I want to thank you for the really cool sticker. I got that through the mail.
Yay!
I haven't checked
Oh,
my
you
mail
wanted to
thing.
when I
Go
got
check
it.
your mail, Chance.
All right, I'll turn my camera off and I'll go check it. It's
Yeah,
been
go
raining.
check your mail. See if you got your BBB sticker.
Okay.
I collect stickers, so that's really cool.
Well, I did it as a surprise, Dan. I don't think you were expecting it.
No, I wasn't expecting nothing really.
Did anyone else be expecting it?
Yep, you should be expecting it soon.
Oh, I've got
It
porch
did
pirates.
kinda
You gotta tell me to check my mail.
Oh, well, I haven't mailed it yet. I've been
Okay.
mailing them out in little series, but yes.
There you go.
but really, it did. It
Oh,
cheered me up
Snarky, I
because
think
I've been
that's why
having.
I haven't mailed yours is I don't have your physical address.
Oh, that's easy to fix.
I think you're the I was like, I need Snarky's personal address.
But it
Limey,
definitely
did you
took a thing.
receive yours?
Yeah, only just. Very nice, thank you.
But it really cheered me up to get that because I was having a really bad week this week.
Yeah, me and you both.
On top of being sick and everything else, the little chip thing in my card malfunctioned, and I have no access to none of my funds till I get the new one. Till I get the new one in the mail next week.
Oh no!
And it's going to be even later. It's a holiday weekend.
This one's yours, Snarky.
Yay!
I saved it for you. And I have your envelope and stamp and everything. I just need your address. So if you won't mind messaging it to me, I'll get it out
I will do
tomorrow. I'll put it in the mail tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure there's not going to be email tomorrow.
No, but I'll still drop it in the box.
You know,
you can do that? Good for you. I can't. I would not be able to make my hand do that. I would not be able to let go of it. I would be like, no, there's no mail today. There's no way you're going to pick this up. No.
No, I just opened the blue box thing and I say, drop. It was funny. I was trying to figure out, where's a blue box by me? I haven't used one of those post office blue box things in God knows how long. They're like phone booths. Like I haven't seen one. So I had to like literally look. And then I found one right up the street from me, just a couple blocks. So I was
here in South Carolina, if we want to mail a letter, we just put a stamp on it and put it in the mailbox, put this little flag up. And they come
I don't have one of those.
They come by and they pick it up. You don't have to go nowhere.
My parents have like a mailbox thing on the outside of their house. It's just a lift up box, like on the side of the house. There's no flag or anything.
I have had to explain to grown people what that little flag is for. I had a guy say that whenever stuff comes to the old residents, he sticks it back in there and puts the flag up. I was like, well, that's not really how that's supposed to work, but okay, I can see what you're saying. He's like, what do you mean? Yeah. And I'm like, well, it's for when you're mailing something, and because they're not even going to do anything with that thing that you're sending back except throw it away or give it to somebody else. They're not even going to send it back to the people it came from or put it to the right people.
I put return to sender and then I've dropped it.
They just throw it away. They don't ever return it.
Oh. What if it's
and they're not supposed to? That's against the law. It's a felony.
Yeah, federal.
But they don't return stuff. You can, that started happening like in the 90s, I think, is when I learned that.
All right.
And I mean, it could have been a lie. I don't know.
Oh, hey, I have something for Polly.
Love it.
All right, Polly, do you have a story about do you have any, let me go back to my questions. Hold on. I always post them in private chat, so it's easy for me to go back. I don't gotta go running around everywhere. Okay, so do you think any of these urban legends could be based on real events? I know your answer.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You're clear now. We can hear you. So we'll wait for Chance. And then I can't wait to hear about the crying lady.
I do. The truth is that I think, if we go deep into what we are living here in this planet, if we think about these theories about different dimensions inside and outside planet Earth, well, it's possible that we are dealing with different entities,
including Bigfoot and including all these ghosts and paranormal and aliens, and hold on, just my boy's just saying that he's got to school, so hold for a sec. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
חיים, אני יופי, בהצלחה, אני בלייב חוזרת אליך. ביי אהוב שלי, ביי חיים. Sorry. Okay, that's it.
Went to his
So
mailbox.
I really believe, I really do, that all these stories come from somewhere. These little far places. For example, in Colombia, we have so many stories in the Amazon and the little villages. And so this crying lady, the story comes, I think, from Mexico, but we hear it in Colombia too. And it's about a girl or a woman that in Spanish, the name is La Llorona, like the crying woman. And the story is kind of really tough because it talks about a woman that discovered her husband cheated on her, and she was so angry and sad about it that she just, in the middle of her anger, she killed her kids. And so what you hear is at night these crying lady, kind of this crying something that when you hear it, it's also very scary and very full of pain. But the legend says that if you hear her, you get cursed, and you can even you can have a dying curse. You will die for something tragic or something like that. But we grow up with these stories, and it's not the only one. I think also because we come from, in Colombia, our Native Americans are full of stories too, not only about ghost entities, but alien entities. And, we have our pyramids too in South America and Central America. So I think everything is related, just different dimensions that we don't really still understand,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think you missed earlier, we were talking about there's this serial killer that lives that used to live in the 70s in the town that I live in, and the stories that go through my town about how he hacked up people and buried them in the orchards, and their bodies were found years later. Just it's a thing that just stays with the city, stays with the town.
Yes, and it goes from generation to generation.
Exactly.
It's like a never-ending story, and I think it's got really.
I think Judgment Day is right. I've seen this movie. I watched this movie. Do you see that comment on the screen?
Yeah, I see that. Well, it can be. I didn't see that, the truth being said, but I guess because of the name, we're talking about the same thing. Yeah, and she looks like, how do you call this one in Hollywood?
Woman.
You don't see her face, but it's just a really
her hair. Yeah.
Dark. Yeah,
Dark,
it's really
yeah.
dark.
I watched a movie that was that, and it was really creepy. Chance is back.
You. Everything is good. Thank you so much. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, that's Jeff. He works with me. He's amazing.
Yeah.
So you is Jeff. Chance?
Yeah.
Chance? Yeah, I was like, there he is. 1 minute, he said. 1 minute.
Oh, guys,
So, Danny,
so good.
Limey, do you have any other urban legends or anything that you want to discuss or talk about?
I did think of something, and it's gone from my brain now.
Okay,
But,
well, let's.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think it's interesting how you can sometimes have similar stories and legends from around the world, which is maybe like either proof that these things exist and or that people have similar fears around the world, like like big powerful animals or like tales of things in the woods and dark places and things like that. So I think like the fear of the woods, because things are obscured, and then it's like fear of the unknown. So I think part of the pull and fascination of urban legends is like things are on the periphery of what we can perceive and what we can be sure about. And that kind of tension between how much of this is real, how much of it is exaggeration, how much of it is like legend and myth is quite interesting.
Yeah, like it's a lot easier these days now that we're living in the future to say that we logicked this out, and of course it's not real and all that. Whereas back in the day, there was no light at night except for the moon.
Yeah,
and it was scary in the dark.
Yeah, and I think sometimes as well that the way that tales are told is like you say, like towns and cities are like human development and being sure of things and mastery over nature and shadowy things and the unknown, like you say. And then like the stories about things in the woods are like, going back to times when we were not living in large settlements like that, more like little villages. And then you'd be a lot more wary of what was out there just beyond the ring of the campfire and things like that, for example. So yeah, that's which is a bit of a shame because there's so much knowledge and things to be gained and things that you learn within nature, and to kind of negate that is a bit of a shame. But yeah, there's all sorts of like undertones, like the things that we think of as fairy tales now are actually like cleaned up versions with modern morals put on the top from like some French fairy
because parents have always told their kids scary stories and something's going to get you if you don't stay in bed. Yeah,
but it's just like
monsters under the bed type thing.
But the original fairy stories are a lot scarier, and like I say, they were kind of like tidied up and modern. When I say modern, like 1600s morals put on the top of them. Whereas the original stories were a lot more macabre, and the morals in them weren't always
macabre. Yeah,
they weren't always clear either. So like the thing about what was it, Cinderella and the glass slipper. Like in the original stories, the ugly sisters cut their toes off in order to try and get their feet to fit into the slipper. So there's extra details like that are like, they actually think that a lot of the things that we think of as kid stories now were originally tales adults told each other in the kitchens of cottages, like hundreds and hundreds of years ago. So yeah, really interesting stuff.
So you guys pronounce the R in macabre? You said that's interesting. Maybe we're saying it wrong. It sounded like you said macabre. No, I'm not being a jerk. I just
no. Honestly, I love all the differences and similarities between US and UK. So yeah.
But you do say the R. That's cool.
Lobo has a comment.
It's a matter of pronunciation. When I was young, my teacher was from England, and I learned a different pronunciation from her than a lot of other students. So when I started public school, the pronunciations would mess me up. You know, some people say tomato and some people say tomato.
Yeah.
Potato, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to
baby.
tease my dad about saying tomato when I was a kid. So it's one of the last things in his accent to go was tomato.
So Lobo says North Hampshire is incredibly linked with the fate of Mary, Queen of Scots, whose beheading at the long demolished
Fotheringay.
castle launched what is that, Limey?
What is arguably the busiest ghost in Britain upon the spectral landscape.
Thank you. I'm having a hard time seeing it. It's all blurry.
Now, I've heard of Fotheringay Castle, but
I'm having a hard time seeing anything.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So that's near the town of Oundle in Northamptonshire, Fotheringay Castle. It's like a high middle-aged Norman castle. So Normans were like from what we call France now. And the high Middle Ages was from AD 1000 to 1300. So 1000 to 1300. So yeah, because at one point, southern England was actually ruled by northern France, and vice versa. At one point, northern France was ruled by southern England. So yeah. Hence we have Norman castles, because Normans were from Normandy.
Do you have lots of castles there in England?
Yeah, we have quite a few. There's quite a lot of castles in Wales and Scotland, because when England was busy taking Wales and Scotland over, they built castles there to try and control the people, the Welsh and Scottish basically. And the Welsh and Scottish wanted them off their land, so the English couldn't just live there in houses; they had to build castles. And then that's where they kept the troops and everything to keep the Welsh and Scots down. So yeah,
because there's some feisty people.
yeah. Well, apparently the Romans got so far north that they got to Scotland and decided, no, do you know what? The Scots can keep it. They're too hard. And then that's why they built Hadrian's Wall, because they're just like, do you know what? The English and the Welsh is one thing, but the Scots, no, we can't. So yeah.
Yeah.
Are they used like museums, or people live there like normal people?
No, I mean, a lot of the castles are in ruins. There are some parts of some castles that are like intact and people could live in, but they're mostly like, say, like tourist attractions or maintained by, trusts or whatever. I mean, a lot of the old like aristocracy family homes, like stately homes now, the actual descendants might still live in a part of the house, but the rest of it will often be open to tourism, because it costs a fortune to keep those places. So yeah,
I bet it does.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
With a
We
big
don't
moat.
see castle here.
Sorry?
We don't see castles here. That's so
No.
cool.
I want
No.
to see castles in Scotland. Have you seen castles in Scotland, Limey?
Yeah. Me and my son went to visit a friend who lived near Loch Ness, and just near Loch Ness is a castle called Ergot Castle, and there's actually two parts to it. There's a new part and an old part, and they're separated like 300 years or so between them, and like one's from like the 1200s and the other's from like the 1500s or something, that kind of a thing. So when you say new and old, it's all relative, because they're both really old. But yeah, that was really cool seeing that castle. And Loch Ness is
the monster
really
in the
cool.
middle, right? The monster would be between the two
It's
castles, right?
another urban legend, if you like.
Another urban legend. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, there you go, Nessie. Now, when we went there, I asked my son, do you believe in Nessie? And he went, no. But we were going over a bridge one day, and he went, oh, Dad, I've seen Nessie. So he was converted through the trip to Loch Ness that he'd seen Nessie. So, and we went to like a Nessie museum, and it talked all about the history of it, and how there was an older folklore about a water horse in Loch Ness. and they're wondering if Nessie is a reinterpretation of that older legend, the water horse of Loch Ness. So you can always like look it up if you want to dig a bit deep into the Nessie story.
Wow, like a seahorse, not to be confused with the Trojan horse, Helen of Troy.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot about the water horse, but yeah, it's I think it was maybe a spirit, a water horse spirit of some sort, something.
Didn't they call it a kelpie?
Yeah, actually, yes. I think it was a kelpie indeed.
Wasn't it Saint Columbo or something to that effect that supposedly like put a curse on Nessie and made him stay in the water or something? I don't know. I might be confusing some stuff.
Made Nessie go away.
Snarky, you're pretty good at remembering things you read and stuff.
I'm so amazed with Snarky's memory and knowledge.
I know. Snarky's got an amazing memory.
I used to be able to recall every single bit of it whenever I wanted to. Those were the days, my friend.
Textbook. The Snarky textbook.
Yep.
All right. Chance, did you get your sticker?
I did not. I'll have to try again Monday, but I did get, if you will show me. I'm going to say $5 on $50 I spend at Publix grocery store. And I got Del Taco. Do you have Del Taco over there, Chrissy?
Oh my gosh.
Buy one, get one free burrito, taco. These are good through October.
I love Del Taco, actually.
I'm old school. I like coupons instead of apps.
Yeah. I love Del Taco. I like their beef burrito and their French fries because you could get the taco. Yeah. You get the French fries and then the big soda and then this
crinkle fries.
Yes.
I like crinkles. And I like that they have burgers. For those that don't know, it's kind of like Jack in the Box.
Yeah,
they have
burgers. Yeah. And I love their little dessert bites. They're amazing.
No, I've not tried those. I heard those are pretty tasty.
They're sinful.
5 off 50. I love that. That's like
saving money is making money.
You got that right. That's a little hedge on inflation for that particular order. My week's groceries or whatever. Oh, and real quick, there's the Wendigo in comic book form. If you can make me big real quick.
Sure, absolutely.
In chat, Judgment Day, Mike Harper was asking about the Wendigo. Now, some people say it's pronounced Wendigo. I call it Wendigo. That's just how I read it. I could be wrong. Wendigeo, I think. Yeah. Wendigo. Wait, does it say? But he was introduced in The Incredible Hulk. I have it, but it'll be a pain in the butt to get it out now. This isn't his first appearance. Behind him is a Sasquatch, who was a member of Alpha Flight, a Canadian superhero team introduced in the X-Men issue 120 back in 1978. But this is a comic book from 1982 with the Wendigo. And also he was in the first appearance of Wolverine in The Incredible Hulk. But he first was introduced, I want to say, in issue 160 of The Incredible Hulk.
What number is that?
This is issue 272 rather, of The Incredible Hulk from 1982. And guess what? The issue before introduced Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy that Bradley Cooper voiced. He was in the issue. He was introduced in the magazine first, but there is the. This was the second appearance of Rocket Raccoon. Let me open it up. It might show Rocket Raccoon right on the splash page. I love Rocket Raccoon. So he came around in the 80s, early 80s. There's the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, Wendigo. There's the spelling of Wendigo. It says Weird Song of the Wendigo. And there's Bruce Banner, or the Incredible Hulk, transforming back into Bruce Banner. And he could control the creature in this storyline. He went into outer space. And Banner was not, when he was the Hulk, he was not just some lumbering beast. He actually was in control of his mental. Oh, look, a Bubble Yum ad, 1982. Bubble Yum, Bubble Gum. Great. Let me just quickly.
Amazing.
Dang, I thought he was in this. He is in this somewhere. Rocket Raccoon. Look at that. Wendigo. Wendigo.
So animated.
Cover your ears. Wendigo. Wendigo.
No.
Thank you for the warning.
I want to do voiceover work. And then the Sasquatch.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chance.
Got him in a headlock. Hire me, man. I do voice work. I work cheap, but I need to be paid.
Snarky's shaking a stick at you.
Look, Wendigo getting punched and drooling. Wendigo's drooling. Saliva's going everywhere. But I love the Wendigo. And he's based on a real creature. Let me quickly tell you.
I like the fact that there's a Sasquatch from Canada in the superhero pantheon. I think that's cool.
Alpha Flight is the first Canadian superhero team. Of course, Marvel Comics introduced them. Marvel Comics is always a vanguard.
Hey,
The
get
house
off
of
that,
ideas,
man.
the Marvel House of Ideas. So I have
They
2
got
copies of this
Bigfoot.
book.
Can't be
But,
all bad.
so the Wendigo, real
So
quick.
are the Wendigo and Wolverine related? Because they look pretty alike.
Good question. They are not, but that's a really good question. And you might be thinking also there's a creature who's in the new movie Deadpool and Wolverine,
Right.
who is Sabretooth, who was introduced in Iron Fist 14 back in 1977, who was in the very first X-Men movie. He's the guy that grabs Wolverine and fights him in the snow. And that's from Wolverine issue number from 1988, 10, I think. All right, the Wendigo, real quick, is a fictional monster. This is from Wikipedia. Appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics, the character is based on the Wendigo legend of the, I can't pronounce this, Danny Staten, Algonquian peoples. Algon.
Algonquin.
Thank you. I'm an idiot. Thank you. From North America. And the monster first appeared in The Incredible Hulk, Volume 2, Issue 162. I said 162 from January 1973, created by writer Steve Englehart and artist Herb Trimpe, fighting the Incredible Hulk. Trimpe, I never can get his name right either. I'm an idiot.
We will be deducting points for that mistake.
Let me find.
I'm just trying to read chat, and I'm over here like looking at the bottom of my glasses.
I put Wendigo Hulk. That's why that popped up. I was just looking at Wendigo, a mythological cannibalistic monster in the spiritual tradition of North American Algonquian. I can't say it. Say it for me, someone.
Algonquin.
Algonquin. Thank you. Algonquin speaking tribes. It is associated with winter and described as either a fearsome beast that stalks and eats humans or as a spirit that possesses humans, causing them to turn into cannibals. There you go. So I'll just leave it at that.
Whenever I can't pronounce
He turns humans into cannibals?
Correct, Keebler. I just said that, dear. I know it's not in comics. What was that, hon? Polly? Ma'am?
It turns humans into cannibals?
Yes. In the real legend of the Wendigo, it would some iterations claim the Wendigo could turn humans like a zombie. You know, a zombie bites another human and it becomes a zombie itself, which is a cannibal.
In the remake of the Pet Sematary movie, the thing in the Pet Sematary that was bringing them back to life and turning them into cannibal kids was like a Wendigo.
Oh, okay. That helped me a lot. Thank you, Danny.
So what's the relation between Sasquatch and Wendigo? Because Sasquatch is not known by being cannibal, I think.
And a different tribe.
Interesting.
It depends on who you ask about Sasquatch. A lot of Native Americans thought Sasquatch was a giant cannibal. They carried Native girls off into the woods and they never come back.
And then there was that, redheaded giants that were cannibals over here.
A lot of people think the redheaded giants may have actually been big, hairy, redheaded Bigfoot, but that's another story.
It seems like they might be crossing over.
Yeah, it's just a theory, but you don't ever know.
That's so cool.
Chris, let me take myself off the big mode. I've learned really how to do that.
We got a lot of Native Americans here in South Carolina, and the Native Americans here, they keep telling me that the Wendigo, the Bigfoot, the Dog Man, and all these creatures are the same thing in different forms, that it's actually a spirit, a guardian of the woods kind of creature.
Yeah, cool. Well, it's like the chupacabra,
Yeah, they say it appears to people differently depending on the person.
Interesting.
Depending, like shapeshifters.
Well, it depends on how you determine shapeshifters. You can say shapeshifters and be talking about the stupid werewolves from Twilight. They're shapeshifters.
Right.
But there are also a lot of fiction.
Right.
Or you can be talking about a shapeshifter, real werewolf looking thing, like something from the Highland, a person that turns into a werewolf. But there's actually a lot of different shapeshifters. There's things called a werebear. There's not just a werewolf. There's other creatures in that category.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of
I gotta
like
remember the name of it. I'm not as good as Snarky because I can remember the legends, but I have trouble with the names. But there's actually a Native American legend about a sorcerer who could turn himself into different animals, like any animal you could imagine this thing. Diablero. The Diablero could change into any animal it wanted to. And,
I mean, part of
let me give Chance this real quick. If you're a fan of the TV show The Night Stalker.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
It's on
okay.
tonight on TV in 10 minutes. Yeah.
I know. I love this show. That's why I was bringing it up.
Thanks, Sarah.
It has an episode about a Diablero, this giant Indian who could change into animals, and the guy who played Jaws was the Diablero.
Richard Keel. You mean from James Bond Jaws, not the shark Jaws? Yeah.
James Bond Jaws was that big tall guy was the Diablero in the
Very
Night
cool
Stalker episode.
Maybe it's on tonight on Me TV.
I don't know. I record them all. I watch Night Stalker regularly. That's one of my favorite shows. Still,
Sarah gave you a super sticker, Chrissy.
I know. Isn't that sweet?
She's so
I'm all guys. I try to figure out how to pin her to the top. Oh, it's already there. Okay, good. I was like, yay.
Thank you, Sarah. Now she can buy her a piece of gum.
Hey, I think it's a nice gesture.
It's
a beautiful gesture.
I love it.
I got to give Sarah a hard time.
Eventually, we're going to have thousands of people in our panel. Like, not on our panel, but in our chat. So we better get ready.
Yeah, we will.
We will. We are going to grow. People are going to love us. We have good personalities. We're good, fun people.
And please tip your host if you want to, if you can. If Sarah can, hopefully someone else can tip Chrissy as well. Give her for her expenses. She has a lot of expenses.
There's so many programs I use to create the content that I create for my channel. People don't realize it's not just numbers. I do my live streams and stuff, but I also do like my long content, the quirky facts and the fun videos and anything brain bending. And I try to always make it entertaining and keep everybody engaged. Lately, I've been doing a bunch of mathematical equation stuff on my community tab, and I actually have been getting like 500 votes on my polls for my mathematical
That's
equation.
a lot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I wasn't expecting that. So I posted a poll and what is blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden I looked the next day and I said, holy, okay, that's what my community needs. Let me start doing this daily.
Very nice.
You are doing a great job. I'm so proud.
Thank you, Polly. I'm so excited. So what I'd like to do also is I'd like to get us all BBB t-shirts.
A uniform. I love it.
I just thought it'd be cool to wear on a live or something. But I like V-necks, so I can't have anything up close like But girls.
Oh yeah, we'll be cutting them up. We'll be cutting them up 80s style.
Us girls will be like, I got half the neck.
BB, just get you a patch made like your sticker and put the patch on the kind of shirt you're wearing now. So on like the patch on the left side right there. Yeah,
cool. Patch. Yeah, like the Enterprise uniforms.
There you go.
Star Trek. Yeah.
Me and Chance think alike too much. That scares me.
So I've got BBB shirts already in my merch that's on sale on my channel, but I'm going to order some. So I'll ask everybody eventually. I'll get through everybody and be like, okay, what's your size? I'm ordering it, sending it, shipping it.
Read my mind, because you could have a gag one, just one as an option for the adults and say, I'm a triple D for BBB, or I'm
I actually have some that are really cute that says I'm a number ninja. I have some that say like, brain, I'm still beautiful and smart, like brawny and smart. So there's some
I've
cute
had
ones.
I've had quite a few people send me shirts from their channels. So
Mhm.
whenever people send me shirts from their channels and I do my comic book videos, I always try to throw their shirts out there for a background so I can talk about their
Yeah.
channel.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you, Ajamin. So are you guys ready to wrap it up?
Yes, yes. We've gone over
Mhm.
3
All
hours
right.
and 34 minutes.
We
That's
have.
pretty good.
I'm ready. I think I'm tired. I'm still recovering from my kidney infection. Thanks, Jan.
Love you guys so much.
Love you,
You're
Paul.
all
Glad you're safe.
amazing.
I'm going to watch Kolchak the Night Stalker in 3 minutes on MeTV with.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and wrap it up.
I'm going to DVR it and watch it while I eat breakfast.
So tomorrow I'm going to
Huge
be
nuts.
headed over to Lobo's live, and then probably anybody else have anything going on live tomorrow?
I'm playing Scrabble with my mama at my parents' house.
Yay!
Yay.
I know you
So,
do that on
unfortunately, that's why I always
Sundays.
pick Lobo, because he's live when I'm hanging out with my
Just
folks.
catch his replay; he'll be fine.
There you go.
Tomorrow is Me and Thrash's first show.
Okay,
It'll
when?
It'll
What
be
time?
at 7 o'clock Eastern. That's like, I don't know, 4:30 or 5 o'clock
Four. Yeah.
California time, and
Yeah.
we'll be on Thrash Pondo Ponz's channel.
Okay,
And
I'll
Corey's
check.
Comedy Channel at Sunday night.
Yeah,
and,
Corey.
and Keebler's Play Quest. I think it's going to be Wednesday night. And you're my teammate now, Chrissy.
I am.
Sarah is going to be
Uh,
Vanna White.
Oh, so
Yeah,
Sarah's
but-
going to be Vanna, and I'm Team Skittles.
I don't know if you guys are aware.
Okay.
Don't know if
I
you
hope
guys are
Tim's okay.
aware.
But it looks like Snarky and Limey have been
I'm
invited.
just going to
be-
say,
yeah,
we're
by
coming for
Keebler.
you. We're
What about
coming for
Tim?
you.
We gonna get you too.
Is Tim okay with everything? UFO man, is he okay with everything? He's your former partner. Team
yeah,
Army.
He's fine.
All right. I don't want
He
to
was
step in
just
anyone's
my
toes.
partner because I didn't have anybody else to be my partner.
All right. And I know Sarah's cool with it. So
Yeah.
that's what it's
So
going
if
to be.
Sarah's Vanna and I'm your partner, then Snarky and Limey are coming for us. We better get ready, Chance, because that's a team to not mess with.
And I'll be in the chat answering all the questions wrong.
I'm scared.
I'm all right. I'm going to turn on MeTV. I'll be right back.
All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up and say good night. Everybody, thank you so much.
Good
Hopefully
night,
we'll see you-
everyone. Huge hugs.
Hopefully we'll see you back next Saturday. Same place, same great
Chrissy,
time.
before you go,
episode is it?
what? Oh, I don't know. I'll go tell you. Chrissy, shout out to BK in the Air. That's another featured channel you might want to consider in the future.
Sure.
He's starting to do
But
more
why
on YouTube. He's a radio show, you see, but he puts his radio programs on his YouTube channel, and he does post some vintage commercials from time to time. And
All
other
right,
stuff.
I'll check it out this week and we'll see if we can get it featured up on our panel.
He'd really appreciate it. I'm going to go check this call check episode there,
Okay,
Danny.
thanks everybody. Peace.
Good night.